On everybody. It's Monday yet again. So therefore I'm live. I got the little dog over here. The ears perked up, like straight up in the air. Like as if she's actually listening to me being live. We all know you're just listening for somebody outside that you can bark at. Anyway, what's going on, JDS? What's up, Black Mambo? Joe. Dang, haven't seen Joe for a while. Not too much. Just hanging out, doing the live thing like I do, every Monday for 2 years. Almost 2 years. Coming up on 2 years. With very few exception. I didn't go live on a Monday, last year? From the end of August into like October, just because I was on a break, and then I didn't go live when I was in Canada. But besides that, I've been live every Monday for 2 years straight, or almost straight. The beginning of October will be 2 years straight. And one of these days, we will have Dave back on the live stream, who was, he was the very first person who was ever live with me on a live stream. As a matter of fact, I'll message him right now. Message him. I'll send him a message on, what the hell? A text message. Whoops, that's not it. There we go. He's probably busy though. It is pepper season right now. And why does my phone do that? Every once in a while, it's like, oh, I didn't send the text message. Like, I have to make sure, like, I can't just send a text message and, like, turn my phone off. I have to sit here and watch it until it actually says sent. Because my phone sometimes, I don't know what the heck is up with that. But I will tell you this. I got my phone bill yesterday, and my bill was $13. So I don't care how many times it does that. I'm going to do that because that's way better when I had AT&T, and they charged me $100 a month. But I mean, I went to Canada and used text, data, and phone calls, and it still only cost me $25. So I love that kind of service. Oh, what's up, Cemetery? I was like, man, someone's saying hi to Cemetery. Where's that at? And then there you are. Let me also change this to live chat. I hate when I miss people saying things. Yeah, JDS said that break was forever. I remember that. Yes, yeah, so do I. It was forever. Trust me, I know. That took a long time. So much that I remember exactly when it started and when it ended. Like, I could probably give you the dates. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, JDS, but pray for Rev. Pray for Dave, man. Pray for Dave. Who knows? Maybe he'll text me back, and maybe he'll be on tonight. I don't know. But I sent him a message, so. But what's everybody up to tonight? I've been pretty busy today, doing all kind of stuff. I wanted to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey like I do. I try to do it like every day because, I don't know, it's like a good little stress reliever. And I actually never even got around to doing it today. So, and actually was outside in like the 100-degree heat, which doesn't sound like much, but if you missed it, I had heat stroke like, I don't even know how many weeks ago, and I haven't been able to be outside at all. Like, it like literally takes my breath away and I start passing out. So I've been like trying to wean myself back outside again. And today was a bad day to do it. I started when it was like 80 degrees today. And I was like, this would be okay. And I started going outside. And then I don't know, before I knew it, it was like, I don't know, I checked this thermometer right here and it said almost 100 degrees. So it was 90 something degrees. Actually, it was it was just about touching 100, but for some reason, this thermometer tends to be a little bit behind or ahead. So I guess it was a little bit, I don't know, 90. It was above 95. I can tell you that much. And the humidity was through the roof. Wait, what are you saying, JDOs? I'm feeling like shithead? Like a shithead? Or feeling like shit? Oh, yeah, been feeling like shit. Head has been hurting. Slept all day. Nice. I felt like that yesterday. I went outside yesterday and like not even for very long. I'm talking like 5 minutes and not even doing anything, not even in direct sun. And I started getting all dizzy and everything. I got nauseous. So I came inside and I tried to lay down and take a nap for a couple hours. And I just couldn't do it. I just ended up laying in this chair. Actually, I turned it sideways, reclined it, and yeah, I just could not fall asleep. So I ended up just drinking instead. So why not? Then I played that game. But what's up? Optimistically cynical. Okay. If that was supposed to be a joke or what, but all right, maybe it went over my head. And who is that? My Shad? Did I pronounce that correct? What's going on? But yeah, I don't have hats. I got like a little pretend pirate thing going on instead of a hat. Oh, dang, I got your name right? Sweet. I seem to be pretty good at doing that. I had, when I was playing my game yesterday, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I had someone from Russia that came in and was teaching me some Russian words. Who was saying I was pronouncing them correct. And I had someone from Brazil that came in. They weren't trying to teach me Spanish, though, even though I know some Spanish. Well, I know some little tiny bit of Russian, like a couple words. But they taught me, oh, man, now I forget it. Milikaka? I think that's what it was. Milikaka is what's up in Russian. If I didn't just totally butcher that. But I learned that yesterday. And what's up with you over there, puppy dog? We'll have the dog show her face here in a little bit. Oh, she was like twitching. I thought she was getting ready to hop up and come around and show herself off. But no. So what's everybody been up to? I've been doing all kind of crazy stuff. Ironically, not recording any of it. Although I did do some recording not that long ago. But I don't know. Like I always say, record as much as you can because you can always delete it. So I don't know. It's probably not going to make an actual video, but I have things on camera, so what the heck? What's up? Go Ham. Go Ham's in the chat. What's going on? Drewski. Hell yeah, man. Always drinking some beers. What's up, O Night? Are you behaving tonight, O Night? Just asking because I do have a pretty aggressive mod squad that joins into the live streams. Yeah, no, it wasn't the last one, but one of the last ones. Oh, nice. Drewski's wasted. Nice. I know. I don't even remember what the heck I was trying to say. Drewski said wasted, and all of a sudden I'm like, I wish I was. And that's where my mind went. But, and I also want to, none of these people are probably here yet, but I also want to give a big shout out to whoever the hell thought it was fun, that one live stream where everybody was messing with my Alexa and turned my volume all the way up and blew out my speaker. And now every time I try to talk to Alexa, it's all muffled and like crappy. So yeah, thanks for that one. Drewski's always 7 out of 10. Heck, that's probably better than me. I'm probably like 5 out of 10 most of the time. And let me see if I can get it right again. My Shad. No, I'm not great, and I'm not that cool. I'm just here. And yes, and I got the alarms they set. They went off like an hour after they set them, and I was still live, and they were going off, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Why is my Alexa doing this? I had no idea what's going on with my Alexa. And it was whoever was in the live stream was, I think it was Blumberg, was laughing at me. It was like, oh, there was, they set an alarm on your phone, which was funny. I will give them that. That was funny, but I have a hard time using Alexa anymore because now it's all like tinny and like, I don't know. The speaker got blown out. So that sucks. So I feel like I did just get Alexa this year. Yeah, like this year, like probably January or February or something like that. But oh well. All I really used Alexa for was getting conversions from Fahrenheit to Celsius or vice versa. Getting my temperature that it is right now. And what was the other thing I would do? I'd play music every once in a while, but not really. I mean, never on the live stream. Where I guess I did on one live stream and got how did I get? Content strike, a community strike. I forget. I got one of those strikes. But what's up? What do you mean, oh night? Bounty, LOL. It was Bounty. What? Shout out to Bounty. What? He was the one that turned the speaker all the way up. Well, thanks. Because now it's all garbage. What's up, Tata? Or wait, is that Tata Nueva? Tata Nueva Live? Did I get that? I don't know. I always just make a guess at people's names, see if I get them right. I need to get gay cans. Nah, I always have the same cans, which are Budweiser. Your own night channel got striked for what? For being a troll? Or were you... Well, I only say that because I was just seeing that YouTube is doing a crackdown lately. But Oh, you make videos. Well, what do you make videos of? How'd you get a strike then? But New Earth. Gotcha. So you make malt liquor videos and talk shite. Watch a Run for the Cube video? I don't even know what that is. I've never heard of that. Run for the Cube? What's up, Loki? How you doing tonight? Oh, and you make jokes that trigger people. Well, in this day and age, everything triggers somebody. So, you know how that goes. Nice. Drewski's watching F is for Family. That's Bill Burr's show. Yeah, that is an awesome freaking show. I love that. I think I only watched the first season, which I think the third season's already out now. But yeah, it's been a long time since I watched that. But I watched the entire first season. That was a great show, man. F is for Family. If you haven't seen it, it's animated cartoon type show. It's all about like back in the 70s, and it's based on Bill Burr being a kid. Or no, 70s or early 70s, I think it is. And I believe no, maybe I'm wrong about that. I was going to say, I think he plays the voice of his dad. I think that's right. But no, the little kid in that show is supposed to be Bill Burr. At least that's the way he described it when he first made the show and pitched it and all that stuff, and it got picked up. And yeah, I remember exactly when that came out because I haven't listened for a while, which is weird. Why haven't I listened for a while? But I used to listen to every single Bill Burr podcast, mainly because I had a long drive. So I would just put that on and I would listen to the Monday morning podcast and the Thursday afternoon, right before Monday morning podcast. I would listen to both of them religiously, like every single one. But I haven't listened to that in quite a while now. What's up, Jay Kurt? Oh, and Loki just got home drinking a cold one. Sweet. Me too. I mean, it's probably not that cold. It's, I don't know. 2/3 full, but I took it outside. Run for the Cube is, oh yeah, I said hi to Jay Kurt. Run for the Cube is a cool YouTuber. Never heard of him. Yeah, I'll have to check him out. Yeah, it's probably the kind of jokes that you would put on your channel, and next thing you know, your channel gets strikes. Just saying. Appreciate that. Subbed on up. Taranova, what, you videoed some of your drives? Are you talking about me? Because I've done that many times. To my knowledge, I'm the only person that's ever done a hot sauce hot sauce tasting while driving down the road. Pretty sure I'm the only one that's ever done that. I've heard from a lot of people that I'm the only person they've ever seen do that. But no, I've done way more than that, man. I got tons of videos where I'm driving down the road talking about the new exhaust I put on my truck, talking about, I mean, I don't know, talking about tons of different things, talking about the 3030. And what's up, Pepper Guru? Cheersky wants a link. I wasn't gonna send people links tonight. I was just gonna kind of chill by myself. Actually, I was waiting to see. I want to make sure that Dave isn't gonna hop on, because I want to see if he hops on. That's number one right now. That's the only reason I went on. What the hell am I on? StreamYards. I was just gonna do the YouTube camera thing on lives, just because I didn't intend on having anybody on with me tonight. But then I got the idea, like, maybe I should have Dave on here too. So that's why I went with StreamYards, just in case he wants to hop on. But I don't know, maybe a little bit later, I'll throw a link. But oh yeah, so yeah, you saw me. That's weird. Yeah. Now I got a lot of videos. I think right now I'm at 1192 or 3 videos or something like that. So I make videos. I have so many videos that I don't even know some of my videos that people remind me of. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I go back and look and I'm like, oh, right. I did make a video about that. But, or I'll get comments and I'm like, what the heck is this video they're commenting on? And then I go and look and I'm like, oh, wow, I remember that. That was a long time ago. But I am coming up on 10 years of being on YouTube. So wait, where did I stop off? And it says, I don't care if YouTube deletes my channel. All right. Well, like I said, I got 10 years on YouTube, so I kind of care. Not too much, Pepper Guru. How you doing? What's going on tonight? What's up, Eric Garcia? I haven't seen you in a little while. How's Hazel? Put that bar thing on the front of my truck. Yeah, that was really cheap too. I think it's, well, the official name of the real one is a bull bar, but the one I bought was just, I don't know, some off-brand named thing. But no, it was really cheap. I got it on Amazon. I think I paid like 115 bucks or something like that for it. And it won't protect. Actually, it'll screw me up if I get in a wreck. Well, maybe not, because it would just hit my bumper, not my grill or radiator, which is the reason I got it, because it sat so low. But it's literally just cosmetic. It just makes it look cool. Like if I actually like tried to hit something with it, it would just fold right up against the bumper. But that's all right. Makes it look pretty. That's all I care about. What do you mean, Pepper Guru? Is that how folks get around the Hangouts issue now? What, with Yardstream or StreamYards? Man, was I dyslexic there for a second? The StreamYards, yeah, it's almost. I think almost everybody I see that goes live, even people that don't even add people that when they go live, they all go with StreamYards. It's free. The only thing you get, like, where's it at? Over here, you get this little like powered by StreamYard thing in the corner, which they get advertisement. But yeah, you can add people. I don't know. I like it. There's a bunch of different things you can do because, yeah, like, look, I can put up links or, comments that are in the chat. Yeah, there's all kind of different stuff. I can see the chat in here. I got the, well, I don't know, like, well, is it under here? Yeah. You can see my name in the bottom corner. You can name yourself whatever you want every time you go in, and I can like take away the names. I can show the names. Um, I don't know. I haven't even messed with this page besides that. There's private chat, just like Hangouts had. Right. There's banner. I don't have any. I don't know. I created this banner when Susie was on with me. Like you can create banners and put them up at the bottom if you want. That's the only one I have in there because I'm kind of dumb when it comes to the whole StreamYards. I don't know. I don't really use all that stuff. Normally, I just talk to people. So I like that it's there though, and you can change the camera angles and stuff. I don't know what this will do. Nothing. Nothing. No, when there's other people, I can change camera angles and stuff. You could have it full screen like this. It'll be like more back of the screen, but then there's two of you. And then you can have one where it's like me big on one side and like 2 to 4, or I guess 2 to 5 people on the side in smaller boxes the whole way down. What else can you do? Yeah, there's. Oh yeah. There. Well, I don't know. Can I click on that one? I don't know what it does. No. But there's another one where I can like actually put myself in a small window and then have like an entire screen of like my screenshot that's going on. Yeah, screen share, just like Tata said. Yeah, like all kind of stuff. And it's free. So all you have to do, I think it's what StreamYards.com. You just go there and it'll just ask you, can we use your YouTube channel? And you have to agree, obviously. And that's it. But you don't have to do any of that stuff. If I threw the link in the chat, anybody could join. You just click the link. You don't have to download anything, and you could actually just be live with me. And another cool thing is you can do that. Unlike Hangouts, where you couldn't do that, because if you put a link in the chat, I've been on chats where people would join the chat and then kick people out of the chat and then shut down the chat, or the whole live stream. I mean, like they would kick people out of the live stream like one by one and then shut down the entire live stream. So I'd be like on a live stream with somebody and I'm like, whoa, what the heck? Where'd they go? Wait, where'd I go? And then next thing you know, the whole thing was shut down. Whereas with StreamYards, the cool thing is you could put the link in the chat. Nobody can join unless you let them join. You actually have to have the link and then you're actually joined, but you're backstage and you're not actually live until somebody, I guess me, I'm running the live stream, would add you to the live stream, which is kind of a cool feature. So if you have somebody that you know would give you problems, you just don't add them to the live stream or, anything like that. But yeah, I like it. It's really cool. And my favorite thing is, wait, did I imagine this? Did somebody say this the other day? No, I think it was Sal. Was he on my live stream? I don't even remember. But I think it was Sal saying that this is just the beginning. Like Hangouts just went away on YouTube, and pretty soon there's going to be a bunch of new apps and stuff like that that are going to be popping up, and it'll be, they'll be flooding the market, and obviously they'll be free and stuff like that. Same thing as this. Where's it at over here? With powered by StreamYards. They'll put their advertising on there, which I don't mind because it's free. But if this one's this cool and it's like the first one right out of the gate, I can't imagine what, a year or two, what the best one's going to be then. Wait, you caught me using it the other night when Drewski was blurred out? I don't remember blurring out Drewski. I don't think I can do that, can I? I don't think so. I know I muted him a couple times, and then I think I put him backstage. Oh, he did it? GDS making pizza. Sorry about that then. That sucks. StreamYards has lives to help you use it right now. I pretty much, I forget who it was that told me. Somebody told me about StreamYard, and I was like, I'll check it out. And I went there and just grabbed it that night. Oh, right. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Right, yeah, he was blurred out. I forgot about that. Yeah, because he spilled liquor on his camera lens. And it was literally like right there, like right in front of his face. I forgot about that. That was pretty funny. Yep, he thought I did it. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, what was that, last Monday or something like that? Yeah, because I think I was live Monday. Yeah, I was live Monday and Friday. Actually, was going to take Friday off. And then all of a sudden I got a message saying, go live. And I was like, okie dokie. That's how easily influenced I am. One message saying go live, and I do it. Just a little, well, I don't know. We're a little bit in here, but a little bit longer. We'll get this pit bull in here. And Drewski was humping the air with a knife. Oh, jeez. I don't know. I hope I was out of the room when that was happening. I don't remember him humping the air with a knife. Or maybe I do. Dang it. Ugh. Yeah, last Monday's live stream. Holy crap, man. That was something else. Oh, I trust you, man. I don't doubt you. I mean, I've seen him do it. I just didn't think it was on my live stream. So maybe that's where the disconnect's coming from. Maybe in my mind, I just put it off and was like, no, that was somebody else's live stream, not mine. I don't know. There's been a lot of moments like that on my live streams. Kind of like, I'd be talking to Blumberg, and it'd be like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and he's like, let's go live. And meanwhile, we've been drinking liquor all night long after we've been live. I'm like, that's a great idea. And then next thing you know, like that live stream, you can't find it anymore. Yeah, that kind of thing happens. If I figured out if I'm growing next year or not. Yeah, I'll be growing next year. I just screwed everything up this year, and I felt like it was too late to start, even though everybody was telling me, you can go until like December or January. You should totally do it. But every time, I don't know. I've had a bunch of different things happening this year, so that's why, I don't know. That's why my plants died. That's why I haven't started new ones. But next year, yeah, I'll be growing. Set up new computer, but not PS4. I'll be perfectly honest. The PS4 was way easier than setting up any computer I've ever had. uh, yeah, it seems like time flies and haven't had time. Well, that's how I feel, man. Just there's so many things like I need to do. I need to wash my truck. Like I have not even had a second to wash my truck. That thing has mold growing on the hood. Like that's how horrible my truck looks right now. And it's white. But not to mention I still have videos I need to make because I still have parts that I want to put on my truck. But I can't do it until I paint until I wash my truck. But JDS, how's the greenhouse? It's not really a greenhouse. It's kind of like a frame. But yeah, it's doing all right. I mean, the aquaponics are doing good. There's no hydroponics going in there. I mean, well, I guess maybe there is a little bit, but they're mainly weeds, not really not really peppers. But it's there. So, and I still got plastic in the garage. But like I was saying earlier, like what was it, like a month ago or whatever, something like that, I suffered from some really bad heat stroke, and ever since then I can't be out in the sun. Like it really screws me up. So like to the point like I had to take my garbage out yesterday and I waited until it was almost dark and then I took my garbage out. Just because the walk all the way to the end of the road and back was that much of a problem. What's up, Scott? What's up, Julian? How you doing? I don't mean to sound like a little girl, but it freaking sucks, man. I love the heat and I love the sun. And then not be able to go out in it just drives me nuts. I've been sitting in AC for like over a month and it sucks. I hate the AC. But yeah, heat stress, heat stroke. I mean, whatever the heck you want to call it. Yeah, you get too much heat at one point. Oh my God. It's the first time in my life I've ever got. No. It's not the first time. It's definitely the worst time. But I've got it before from working in front of like a 650-degree pizza oven. But besides that, like, I mean, I got that a few times, but it was always like I left where the pizza oven was, went outside, and it was nighttime. So I could go ahead and cool off really quick. Hey, look at that. All right. There you go. But no, this was the first time it ever happened from the sun. And this, I mean, I got it 2 days in a row too. The first day it made me pass out, like literally just straight up pass out. And then the second day I almost passed out. And then ever since then, it's just like 15 minutes and I'm like ready to pass out. Like it just continually gets worse and worse. I never get headaches my entire life. Like even if I drink my face off, I never get headaches. And like lately I've been I don't get headaches, but I can start feeling them like just like in the temples, like right on the front part of the temples. I can feel it like kind of stinging and stuff. But whatever. Guess I'll wait for winter time and hopefully it'll be better by next summer. But saying that oh, I missed that. Oh, okay, gotcha. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. So is that the name you chose? That's pretty cool. Oh man, there was a video that I was watching earlier today that was so funny. It's this guy that I watch. He works like heavy equipment, like doing excavating and like different stuff like that. Um, but that's not what he was. And like I found him because I found a video that he bought a bunch of like garbage jet skis and just fixed them up, or Sea-Doos or whatever you want to call them, wave riders. Um, but and then like I found like videos of him like fixing up chainsaws, and then I found out he does like excavating and all kind of stuff like that. So I thought that was really cool. But today I found this video of him installing a car radio, which was so funny, man. Like the guy, oh my god, he bought this radio and like I had the same, not the same truck. I had 2 years later, but a Dodge Ram. I had a 2001. He has a 99. But and he got like a pretty big radio, and his radio went bad. So he bought a new radio replacement, and he's like, I'm pretty sure this isn't gonna fit. And he tried to like put it in the hole after he removed the old one, and it wouldn't fit. He's like, we need to make a little room. And like I thought he was joking around. Next thing you know, like he comes into his truck with a chainsaw. He just goes in with the chainsaw on the top of the hole where the radio was and just cuts that sucker and cuts the other side, and like the whole top of the dash just pops off. And he ends up like putting the radio in. It was so funny. My favorite comment on there was like, I think the number 2 comment or something like that. It was like, uses chainsaw, or no, has giant hole in dash. Because he did behind the dash where like I guess he cut a hole with a sawzall to like get to the heater core or something like that. But it was like has giant hole in dash, uses chainsaw and dash, yet tells everybody not to cut the factory wiring. Because that's what he was saying. Like you got the plug and play thing where you like plug in the adapters. But that was hilarious because the guy literally took a chainsaw to his dashboard. That was great. Everything else was taken? What do you mean everything else was taken? Oh, name-wise. Gotcha. I thought you... My mind just immediately went to your computer and PlayStation. Yeah, that's... I was trying to get Dave in here, but that was what I was saying. Like, I'm pretty sure he's probably not going to hop in because it's harvest time, and he's probably... harvesting, doing all that stuff, and editing and all that stuff. So not sure if he's going to hop in, but I sent him a message. Yeah, exactly. That's what I always say, Pepper Guru. There's no such thing as too much footage. Just record just about everything that you can, and then you can always delete it. Which I've been saying that for years, man. When I started my live streams like almost 2 years ago, that was like one of my first advice to people that were like, oh, I don't want to make videos. And I was like, just record everything. Like, even if it sucks or you think it sucks, just delete it. You know, just get you in the practice of actually making videos and, you know, putting them out. And then fast forward to now, I haven't made a video in like 4 months. Or no, I guess I made one like 3 months ago. I just haven't put it out. I know. Put out. Oh, right. No, I got another one too. It's on my channel. I even uploaded it. I just haven't made it live. It's pretty pathetic. That was like 2 months ago or something. Those factory harnesses are short. Not on this guy's truck. Like he like literally behind the radio. Like I don't know if you know what a 99 Dodge Ram looks like, but it's got like that bubble type shape to it, and the radio's like right there, and behind it he just like bashed out the entire dash, like right up against the windshield. So like when he disconnected his radio, he didn't even take the radio or the shroud of the whole thing out. He just like reached around and unplugged his radio. And then he took the whole shroud out and then took the screws out of the radio and pulled the radio. Like that's how messed up his dash was. But that dude's hilarious. He cracked me up, man. Then I watched like one of his first videos where he made a new bumper, which was like a box tube bumper where it was like a box tube and then like flared out on the sides. And then it had like a bar that came up and over. And then he had, or no, how was it? I think it came up in the center and then like a cross member on the top. Or no, it was round, like a bar at the top. And then he had like bars that like were bent on the sides and then rebar to cover up the windshields. And then and then he did like a skid plate. And he was talking about how when you do a skid plate, you just take like, it was like, I don't know, 2-inch, 3-inch strapping, something like that. And he welded it to the front of the bottom of the square box tubing and then just like bent it all the way down and like welded it under the vehicle. And he did that a bunch of different times. And then to demonstrate how awesome the vehicle was, he ended up going out in the woods. And I'm not even joking, just started running over trees. Like he just like there's saplings all over the place. He just like runs right over them, like drives right over them. There was a tree. I watched him run over a tree that big around. Granted, it was dead, but that guy ran that. He not only hit it, knocked that thing down, but then ran it over too. Like it was hilarious, man. And then I watched him like do this weird like little hill climb and like kind of jump at the top and like do a 90-degree angle like immediately and like take off. It was insane, man. Like he sounded like a robot when he was doing the voiceover for the video and even the end part of the video. But when you watch him driving around, it was hilarious, man. I laughed so hard with those 2 videos, man. Like the first one where he installed the radio, like my first thought, like when he broke out that chainsaw to cut his dash, I was like, oh my God, the comments are going to be lit. Every single comment for like I don't know, the first like 50, 60 comments were all about the chainsaw. It was hilarious. Oh yeah. And like Pepper Guru said, even the crap bits can be edited and layered to make artsy stuff. Yeah, that's why I always say record everything, man. Damn, Drew, pretty impatient there, huh? I still haven't heard. Have I? I don't think I heard from him. Double check. Nope, I haven't heard from him yet. Here. Just noted something. Oh, there you go. Thought I saw something. Yeah. Drewski, Bounty's live right now. Cobra's going live in a minute. You can always hit one of them up. Dog is snoring now. Nice. What job you got, JDS? Normally I would have Susie on here, but she's at her new job right now. Making pallets. I know a lot of people would think that's dumb, but I could totally do that job. That would be awesome. I would love that. But then again, I like making just about anything. I would like to have a job making bridges out of pallets in people's backyards, or making pallets and on their own, or I don't care. I just like making things or fixing things or anything like that. Heck yeah. No, that sounds like a great job, man. And pallets are kind of expensive. I forget. Somebody just said what the price of the job I just had, not the job I just had, the one before that, we had so many excess pallets. Like we had stacks and stacks. Like I don't know if it was technically supposed to be my job, but like the laundry facility we had would get things in on pallets and they would just stack them up outside, and I would end up going and just grabbing all the pallets with the forklift and taking them to this spot where we would take them back into the woods, and I would just set them on the edge of the concrete because they would go back into the woods by the shed that we had back there. And they would make the younger dude that I worked with, they would make him go over there and like load them up like 5, 6 at a time and take them all the way back. And I'd take like 6-foot stack at a time. And I would do it anytime I saw them. I'm like, they don't need pallets over there. Might as well take them. But no, somebody recently I was just watching, they actually just started, like they said how much pallets are. What are they, like $11 or $14 a piece or something? Which I never knew that, because if I knew that, like I'd have been like, hey, instead of having these things go back in the woods and rot, why don't you give me 12 of them, and I just go sell them for $4 or something. Home Depot hasn't called you back. That's not that bad of a thing. I just have a thing against Home Depot. I do shop there. I just have a thing against Home Depot. Although I will give props to my Home Depot, because ours, allegedly, I don't know if this is actually true or not, because I never applied. I don't know anybody that actually worked there. But allegedly, my Home Depot was the first one in the nation that dropped their drug policy, or their drug testing policy, because everybody kept testing positive for marijuana. So they dropped it just so they could start getting employees, because they couldn't staff the entire store. Welcome to the beach. Oh, the cheap pallets are worth a lot of money? Wait, why are they? Oh, CHEP. CHEP? Or did you mean cheap? What's up, Gage? How you doing? The blue are worth a lot of money. I don't know. I bet we had some of them. We had stacks of pallets that were like 12 feet tall. Or no, they were probably like 8 or 9 feet tall. But we had tons of them, like so many that we would just take them back into the woods and like set them next to this pavilion that we had and just pretend they never existed. Which was kind of funny, actually. Fun story. I came into work one day, and the guy I worked with, actually he was my boss, was like, hey man, I was wondering if we could use your truck. And I'm like, for what? And he's like, well, the new boss decided to like take the forklift off road, and it's not an off-road forklift, and he got it stuck. And that thing, oh my God, that thing was stuck too, man. Like there was no getting out of it. And it was hilarious because he came from like upstate Virginia where like they have dirt and stuff. And now he lives here. Like literally, we live on a sandbar. So you got like a two-wheel drive, like needs to be on a concrete floor forklift. And that guy decided to go off into sand. And he made it a little ways, but not that far. And so I ended up taking my truck over there. We hooked my chain up to it, and I threw that thing down into 4 low. I got that thing out. And not only that, I never spun tires whatsoever. Like, actually, my tires just barely did. They did that, like, kind of thing, like one time, and that was it. Other than that, it just, like, started crawling, and it just pulled that forklift, which weighed almost twice as much as my truck. And it just pulled that thing right on out of there. Yeah, I have a picture of the nameplate of that forklift on my phone. I just don't want to go through it because that's like a bunch of pictures ago. But it's like double the weight of my truck, at least, if not maybe a little more. But yeah, and that thing went up high too, because I would lift things up, I guess like 30 feet in the air, something like that. So that's how big or how tall the forks would go, like at least like 30 feet, because they would go above that. Because I would always go above that and then move in and then drop it down until it was actually sitting, and then like back up a little bit, pick up again while the tips of the forks were on the pallet still. And I would like push it in as far as I could and then drop and come back out. Now this is a sit down. It was I can't remember. Heli? Heli? I thought there was more letters than that, but no, maybe that was it. But I got a video on my channel about it where I was actually driving it around. I don't have any, or no, I just have footage of me in the parking lot picking up things and like driving on my way to where I had to deliver it, but I never showed unloading it and stuff like that, just because I didn't want to show off, their buildings and stuff like that. But no, I had a lot of fun with that. And not only that, but I got the keys to the forklift because I don't know. It was my first week. I think it was like my 3rd day or 4th day or something like that. And they were like, we need this pallet of something taken all the way over to laundry. Like, who can drive a forklift? And they looked at me and I'm like, I can drive a forklift. And they were like, all right, here's the key. And just handed me the key. I'm like, all right, cool. And I went out there. I think I told this story on the video that I made of the forklift. And I went out there and like fired the thing up. I'm like, how do you operate a forklift? And like, I had to teach myself on the spot, like how to use a forklift. But in my mind, like I played Grand Theft Auto. I know how to use a forklift. It's one of the missions. You have to use a forklift. So I figure, what the hell, man? Might as well just say I can operate it. And from that day forward, the general manager would always ask me to use the forklift, which was hilarious because my boss, well, I guess technically I had a boss and then I had another boss and then there was the general manager. But my second boss, he drove the forklift. He almost dropped all kind of stuff off the forklift. The entire time I drove the forklift, and I'm talking like across this goofy bridge that you have to like go up and then across where all the boards are like bouncing and everything. Like you could actually see, what were they, 4x4s, I think, or no, that must have been 6x6s, and you could see them moving as you were driving across them, and then back down. Which I don't know if you know, but forklift, the forks are facing forward even when you pull them all the way back. I never dropped a darn thing, not one thing. But I had a lot of fun with that forklift. And I mean, I fixed it like when I first started. I was driving a forklift around, and all of a sudden, like, you'd be driving it because we would have to go, like, I don't know. I want to say it's a quarter mile, but it might be even closer to a half a mile from one place to another. Just driving on like this, it's a private road, but on like the concrete street. And you'd be driving, and all of a sudden, like it would just be like, and just shut off. And you're like, what the heck? Did I run out of gas? And you like turn it back, go to start it again. You're like, I got fuel. Like, I got like a quarter tank still. Like, what the hell's going on? Well, long story short, I figured out what was going on with that. It was nobody maintained this forklift the entire time they had it. So somehow all the coolant went out of it and it would overheat. So like you'd get it hot enough and to save itself, it would just shut itself down. And you have to wait a few minutes and then like go ahead and turn it back on and it would start right back up and drive, but it would like turn off in a few more minutes. And well, I figured it out. And one night I had to deliver, I don't remember. It was like 29 pallets from one parking lot, like all the way like half mile to the other parking lot. It took me all night. It took me like 7 hours or something like that. And then raise them up like 30 feet and put them all the way up there. But when I figured that out, every time I would go past the guard shack, they had a hose over there. So I would like pop the thing open and fill the reservoir bottle. And then I would just drive, continue my trip and like take all my stuff over. And then on my way back, I would stop again and check the reservoir bottle. Up, it's empty again. Fill up the reservoir bottle and then like drive on. Which was kind of funny because I was like, get me antifreeze. Like I'd want to put antifreeze in there just in case for the wintertime. Like we don't really get freezing weather here, but why not? You might as well. And they never did it to the point where we had to actually store it in the heated part of the building, which really just took up like a bunch of room. But I always thought that was funny. But that was me on a forklift. And yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, but if you want to see what kind of forklift it is, it's a Heli, a Heli, and it's on my channel somewhere. Or wait, that's not where to go. Oh man, it's gonna be a long time. Oh look, there's poutine. There's a deer. Hot sauce. My dog. Susie. Me in Canada. What is it? Tacos. Oh man, steak. I have it here somewhere. Maybe I don't have it on this phone. Maybe I put it on the other phone. Oh, look, there's Ricky and Rocky the raccoons. Or wait, there it is. Yeah, it's an Heli. It could pick up my truck because it says it can pick up 4,600 pounds. Yeah, the entire thing weighed 8,300 pounds. So my truck pulled out an 8,300 pound small wheeled forklift. Am I going to Area 51? No. I have no reason to go over there. I thought that was just a big joke that people are always saying. I mean, obviously you're joking, but I have actually heard people that were serious about going to Area 51. My uncle was at Area 51. He was a high up in the Air Force. Never said a thing about what was going on there. Wouldn't say anything. I have my own theories, but that guy was actually there multiple times, I believe. I know at least one time, but I'm pretty sure he was there multiple times. But like inside the base and stuff like that. Like oh, I don't remember. When I first went to visit him, he was a captain in the Air Force. Then I know he became a commander. Then he became a something. Then he was, I know, like eventually, and I think it was on 9/11, he was working in the Pentagon. Like that's how high up he got in the Air Force. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure. But he was high up, to the point like when he retired from the Air Force, he went to work for one of the major airline companies. I can't remember, Lockheed, Boeing, something like that. I think it's Lockheed Martin. I don't know. I can't remember. I haven't talked to him since my grandma died, and that was, I don't remember, 2006, 2008, something like that. So that was quite a while ago. I know it was, or wait, no, I think it was 2008. Yeah, it must have been 2008. Because I had a bunch of questions for him that I wanted answered. Like about 9/11 and different flight exercises that were going on that day and stuff like that. Like, what was it? Operation Vigilant Guardian and Operation, or not Operation, but it was like Vigilant Guardian and what was it, Arctic Warrior or Arctic something, but pretty much it was like where they took all the planes, the F-16s off the eastern seaboard and moved them all west and to like Alaska. And then 9/11 happened and they needed them. But what's up, Bev? How you doing? But yeah, I wanted to ask him about all that stuff, but I was like so new to it that I didn't think that I knew enough to actually ask him about it. And then I don't know, it was like a year, a little bit later than that, that I realized, no, I knew enough. There's all kind of stuff I could have asked him about. What's up? I am into pain. I totally didn't see you were here. Dancing forklifts. I never did that. I know if you cut the wheel and like go backwards, I think fast enough, I'm pretty sure you could flip the thing on its side, which I've heard the people that worked where I worked actually could have done that in the past. But I didn't want to be that guy, so I always made sure that I was always really careful. I didn't even want things to fall off the forks, so. Nice, getting the kids to bed. Are they getting ready to go to school? I was on Twitter earlier today, and I saw that. I mean, I guess it is the 19th, but that still seems early. But I was on Twitter earlier today, and I saw people saying like, "I've got a third grader, like a kid going to third grade for the first time, and I've got a kid going to fifth grade for the first time, and this is their first day of school." And I was like, "What?" Like every time I ever started school, well, except for college. College was, I don't know. I think I started college like August 15th or something like that. My first year. But for actual, like, junior high, elementary, high school, pretty sure I always started like at the end of the month. It was like either a couple days before Labor Day or a couple days after Labor Day. I always have to think about that because Memorial Day is the first one. Labor Day, you work all summer, then you get your then you get Labor Day, which is your celebration because you worked all summer. That's how I always remember that. But I'm also the person that has to hold their hands up like this to see the L. That's your left hand. Still to this day, I'll be 41. Oh, jeez. What's up, my V? Now you get an orange one, but you still don't have a picture. Why don't you get a picture? What? Some of your schools started a week ago. Or actually, well, I shouldn't be all surprised about that because I heard about people, schools that were starting like 2 and 3 weeks ago, which blew my mind. Like, why would school start 3 weeks ago? That's absolutely ridiculous. Like, that's just after the 4th of July. Like, why would you do that? And I don't care that you get more time off through the entire year. Let kids have a summer. I remember when I was a kid, man, summer was great. It was like just after, it was the week after Memorial Day. Or no, Memorial Day, we actually had a school picnic where we went to the local amusement park, which is one of the top parks in the country. And we would go there. And then that Friday was the last day of school. And usually there was no school on Tuesday either. So there was no school Monday, no school Tuesday, and you went Wednesday, Thursday, Friday was the last day of school, and that was it. You were out until I think the week before Memorial Day is when we actually started. So we had like almost 3 months of no school whatsoever, and it was like my favorite time of the entire year. But I absolutely hated school. Like looking back, I'm kind of proud that I graduated high school, which is like my mom's crowning of achievement was getting me to actually graduate from high school. Which, hey, I went to college too, but I didn't graduate. But I don't care about that whatsoever. But looking back on it, there has been no job that I've got. Well, maybe there was a couple. I was gonna say that there was no job that I got where they were like, you don't have a high school diploma, like we're not gonna hire you. Like I'm pretty sure if I had a GED, they would have hired me. But I can't say that for sure because I do have my high school diploma and they didn't turn me down. So I can't say like, oh, they would have turned me down, or they wouldn't have because I don't know for sure. But I know for sure I didn't need any of my high school education for all the jobs I've ever had. And it's not like, I mean, I'm not doing rocket. I'm not doing, uh, yeah, it's not like I do rocket surgery or anything like that. But I do have jobs that could kill people. So, like electrician, plumber. Well, plumber, maybe you could drown people. I don't know. It'd probably leak out. But electrical, I mean, you could definitely kill people by doing electrical. I mean, I've done everything from like replace a light switch or a light fixture or anything like that to replace an entire meter box, like disconnect the entire service to the house, cut it with not bolt cutters, but they're like bolt cutters, giant ones with like 4-foot handles, cut that stuff off and like completely rewire from the meter box all the way to the panel box and then rewire the entire panel box, pull every single breaker and redo all your grounds and your neutrals because they didn't have that. They were all on the same bar. And then now you got like a neutral bar, you got a ground bar, and stuff like that. So, I mean, that'd be kind of dangerous. But I've done stuff like that. I mean, roofing can't really hurt, kill you. Well, kill other people and kill you. Siding, not really, unless you like hit yourself enough times with a nail gun. Um, I don't know. I've done just about everything that you can do with a house, except for block work and septic. Yeah. because I've done concrete, I've done siding, I've done roofing, I've done framing, I've done remodeling, I've done electrical, plumbing, HVAC. I can't think of what else. Yeah, remodeling, construct. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, and then you just have block work for the foundation and stuff. And I've never done that, but even before I did concrete, I would I was doing pulls, and you get those like the ladder, and for a while they had the little cuffs that go in the concrete. They had a bad batch of them, and they would what did they call that? Pretty much they would fuse themselves to the ladder, so you couldn't actually undo the screw and pull the ladder out anymore, because they were like literally concreted into the concrete now, because they fused with the cuffs. And I would go in there with like a saw and just cut out like a big rectangle, pull the entire thing out, and then put in new cuffs and then re-concrete and stuff like that. Mine says school starts for me on September 1st. That's a good time to start. That's what I'm talking about. Wouldn't that be after Memorial Day or Labor Day? See, I always mess it up. Nah, I think Labor Day. Yeah, wait. Nah, I can't start September 1st. September 1st is a Sunday. So Labor Day, oh shoot. Labor Day is either a week from today or 2 weeks from today. School in Dallas trying out a 4-day school week. I would have liked that, but I absolutely hated school. Second is Labor Day. Nice. Not that I'm looking that much forward to it, but I kind of am. I swear, this is the worst summer I've ever had. And it's all due to that stupid heat stroke. Like I've tried to alter my entire schedule to just like try to be up most of the night. That way, if I have to smoke, I can go outside and I don't like start getting heat stroke again. That way I can stay inside and the AC all day long while it's hot. Because like I said, like today, it was like, I don't know what the temperature was, but my thermometer said that it was just about touching 100 degrees. And it was humid as heck because we got water everywhere around us. Whoa. Shoot, good lighter. What's up, Pedro? How you doing? Oh, let me check something. I'm willing to bet. Am I right? No, I'm not. That's funny. I thought for sure Drewski would be over there on Cobra's channel because he's live right now. But he's not. That's kind of funny. Man. I'm so jealous of this dog. Oh, you heard your name? You heard dog? Is it because your ears are like sticking up in the air like radar domes? I'm so jealous of this dog. She can fall asleep within seconds anywhere. like on the floor, on the couch, on my bed, laying on my pillow. Doesn't matter where she is. She can fall asleep like within seconds. I wish I could do that. Most of the time I lay in bed just sitting there going, why can't I go to sleep? I mean, hell, I went to bed. What time did I go to bed? Like 3 o'clock, 3:30 this morning, something like that. And I was up at 8. And I was like, I am totally going back to bed. And here I am. Still didn't go back to bed. I laid in bed till noon, but couldn't go back to sleep. Kept sitting there playing, not solitaire, Free Cell. And watching people fix chainsaws and like pickup trucks and, well, I'll just put it this way, seized up engines. Like, makes me want to go around and like, well, maybe I should go to Craigslist and look up the free stuff and just start going around and picking up all the seized engine, like all the free engine type things that I can find. Because like after watching all these people, like they're fixing Sea-Doos and they're fixing, tractors and they're fixing pickup trucks and chainsaws. And that was the other one. I watched Motorcycle last night. I watched, what was it? I didn't watch the go-kart one, but I saw that. That was there. What was the other one? Oh, it was a forklift. That's right. Guy got a free forklift as long as he could get it out of there. So he went over and tried to get it going. Couldn't, but just ended up winching it onto his trailer and then taking it home. And then eventually, I think he got it running. I can't even remember. I don't know. That guy was, I don't know. He was taking too long. There's another channel I was watching where the guy moved around with his camera like constantly, just, I mean, literally like this, and did jump cuts. So it was like, hey guys. And then it was like, hey, over here we got, and then it was like another one like, yeah, we got this thing over here. And like, oh my God, it was like a jump cut every couple seconds. It was like you were watching a DVD, but the DVD was skipping. Like, oh my God. And not only that, but it was giving you like vertigo because the thing was, I'm not one to get vertigo, but oh my God, the people that get it, I'm like, oh, okay. I totally get what the heck you're talking about now, because that guy was giving me vertigo. He was moving that camera around so fast that I was like, oh my God, I'm getting sick to my stomach. And I never get like that. I've been on a boat hundreds of times, and I've only been sick once, and it was on a cruise ship. And that's because we were right outside of a hurricane. We had like 40-foot seas. By the way, if that ever happens, drinking helps. I totally was like against it, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to drink, because I drink like 3 sips and I'm going to start puking. Nope. 3 sips, my stomach started feeling better. And after like, I don't know, 2-3 drinks, I felt great. I was like moving with the boat, like, woo, yeah, it's working out good. So, in case you're ever on a cruise ship when there's a hurricane coming by, don't be afraid to hit the bar. And you guys see me all the time. I drink all the time. And for me to be like, there's no way I'm going to drink tonight, like, it's got to be that bad. But I was wrong. And it was like one of my non-drinking cousins that told me about it too. I was like, all right, fine. Grabbed a couple drinks. And next thing you know, I was just like, I feel great. And not messed up to the point, I guess I was like swaying. Maybe I was swaying with the boat or something like that. I don't know. But like my 90-year-old grandma, like I became in charge of her. Like she's like stumbling all over the boat. And like, I was like, hey, grandma, like they were telling me to like make sure she gets, because we were going to a party I think it was the captain's party, where like when you're first on the boat, like the captain has a party and there's like all kind of free drinks and stuff like that. And wait, was it that night? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was that night. But we had to like go all the way to like the theater type thing to get there. And everybody put me in charge of my 90 something year old grandma. So she was like holding on to my arm the entire way, and I was like holding her up the entire way, and which is kind of funny because I couldn't hold myself up like a couple hours before. But after a few drinks, like all of a sudden, I was like, "Heck yeah, man! Like I'm the rock of the ship." But I always thought that was pretty funny. Wish I'd have got a picture of that night with me and my grandma, because we were all dressed up too. Because they call it the captain's party. They want you to dress up in like a suit and stuff. So I was like dressed all up in my suit, and can't remember if I had my hat on. No, I don't think I had my hat on. Maybe I did. No, I probably did. Like grandma was all dressed up with like her fancy earrings in her ears and stuff, and fancy like bracelets and stuff. And yeah, that would have been a good picture. But that was one of my favorite cruises of all time, man. It was my aunt and uncle's 50th anniversary. So we all went on a cruise to celebrate their anniversary. And it was like almost my entire family, which is giant. It was like my dad's side, which my dad has like 6 or 7 sisters. So it was like all of them and all of their kids and all of their grandkids, and then, grandma, and like it was insane, man. There was so many people. Like when we ate dinner, like in the dining room, like we would take up like a third of the dining room. Like we were just people everywhere, all over the place in there. What's up, Will? Tacos wear hats. Since when? Tacos need protection? Let me grab a beer. Lids. What's up, Brando? What are you up to? This dog like wakes up just enough time to reposition herself, and then now she's not yet. Now she's out. That's insane. I wish I could do that. I could get as drunk as I ever wanted, and I could never fall asleep that quick. What up, Hades? Yeah, but if anybody wanted to know about the video that I was watching earlier, because I've always done some sort of shout out in my live streams, but what was it? Installing a radio. Where's his? I think I have his thing still up. Yeah, it was installing a radio, and I think it was installing a radio in my Dodge pickup truck or something like that. But the dude's name is Andrew Camarata, Camarata. It's one of the funniest things I've seen today. I didn't get to watch many YouTube videos today, but that was one where I was like, what the heck, man? Dude literally took a chainsaw to the dash of his pickup truck just to make the hole for his radio a little bit bigger. It was great. That thing, oh, whoops. That thing cracked me up, man. It's going all right, Hades. How are you doing? I believe. Wait, I don't know. I'm always so dumb about this. Hang on, let me see. I believe I followed you on Twitter today. Or Instagram. I don't know how to use Instagram. Yeah, I started following you today on Instagram. I thought I did that. I don't know why I went there. I never go to Instagram, but I went there today and I saw that you followed me and I was like, ah, man. All right. So I'm following you now. I mean, fair warning. Like I said, I don't go to Instagram that often, but at least you got another follower. So I'm horrible on Instagram. I have 2 posts and I don't even know. Let me see. I don't even know how many people I follow on Instagram or how many people follow me. I have absolutely no clue. I'm following 119. I have 115 following me. That's weird. Yeah, and 2 posts. And they're both of my dog. One where she looks all cute underneath like a towel. I think she was sleeping on my bed or something. And I put a towel over. No, she's sleeping on a couch and I put a towel over. And then wait, why is that so small? Oops. I don't know. And then another one where she's sleeping under a sleeping bag. I don't know if there's the other one. She's like literally under a sleeping bag, just sleeping. Yeah, that's what I put. The Pepper Guardian pup is not pampered, not at all. But those are my only 2 posts that I got on Instagram, and that was like a wow ago. Will follows tacos. I know you follow tacos. You're one of the only people with taco seeds. You and Beatty, and you hold out. You won't let anybody have the taco seeds. What's up, Mark's Ark? How you doing? Heck yeah, tacos are awesome. I love tacos. I forget who I was talking to the other day. Who was that? I was on a live stream and somebody was saying they didn't like tacos because they didn't like the other stuff that was on them. But there was maybe it was Bounty's live stream or maybe it was my live stream. I don't know. It was some live stream where there was enough people where I didn't get a chance to actually acknowledge the comment that they were talking about. But the restaurant around here, the Mexican restaurant, oh man, if you don't like all the extra stuff that like say Taco Bell puts on tacos, you would love it here. Cause for the most part, our like this Mexican restaurant that we got here, like the entire shell, almost or like 2/3 of the shell is all meat. And then like the last 1/3 is all, I believe it's goat cheese. I could be wrong about that, but I don't know, whatever cheese it is. I normally never buy it at the grocery store apparently because it tastes awesome and I've never had it and it's great. And every once in a while, you'll find like 4 shreds of lettuce in between the cheese and the meat, but that's it. That's the only thing they'll ever have on there. And every time I ever get their tacos, they also give you free chips and salsa every time you get it. And I always get it to go. I'll just open up the salsa and just take my taco and just dunk it right into the salsa. That way it's like all over the taco. That's great. Nice. You saying Instagram rocks? I guess. I mean, I have it, but I don't know. I always forget I have it. It's like on my third page on my phone. So I got to like scroll over until I find it. Like, oh, right, I have Instagram. And I barely ever post anything on there. It's a rare art, acquired taste. Brando ate a couple ultra hots tonight. I expect nothing less of you, Brando. And Brando's got to go take care of some things. All right, cool. You know what he's talking about, Will? Ultra hots, super hots. Like probably 750,000 Scoville, and above. That kind of stuff. The really hot peppers. Pedro just tried the jalapeno M&Ms. I've never tried them, but I don't really like chocolate. Surprise, surprise. So, oh yeah, Hades. If you don't know who Brando is, Brando will surprise the heck out of you. If you think people are crazy for eating hot things, Brando eats the hottest stuff you'll ever see in your entire life and doesn't even faze him whatsoever, to the point that I've always made the joke that Brando is one of the lizard people. If you ever heard that conspiracy theory about like the lizard people, like what the hell's his name? Oh man, I totally blanked. David Icke. I tried to call him Mark Icke. No, David Icke, who also like retracted a lot of what he's saying. But it all goes back to like me and Sal. I don't even remember what live stream we were on when we were talking about this the other day. It all goes back to the Dracos, which there's two Dracos and this, or lizard people, and then Dagon is like the fish people. If you ever wondered why the Pope's hat looks like a fish head, where it's got like the two eyes on it, and it has like the mouth at the very top. He's supposed to be like the leader of the Dagon, and look it up. It's weird. I'm not saying I endorse any of that stuff. I just like looking that stuff up because that stuff fascinates me. Much like religion. I like looking up religions and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, whatever night that was, I was like trying to show off my Bibles and stuff because I got a bunch of Bibles. I got one from like when I was baptized. I got one from when I was that was my grandma's from like 1943, and I got another one from the 1800s that I can't find. I've been freaking out. I actually got to like message my mom, like, did you take it while you were here? Like, were you worried that I had it? Because if so, like, why did you let me have it in the first place? Like, they asked who wanted it, and nobody said anything. And I'm like, I'll take it. Like, if nobody else in the family is going to take it, I'll take it. Like, I'll pass that thing on. And now it's missing, and I'm freaking out. Because that was like from I think it was 1876 or something like that. It was the 1800s. And it was the upper 1800s, not like 1820 or anything like that. But I'm not exactly a Bible fan, but I am a book fan. I love books. Shoot. Dang, I let the chat get away from me. I was just sitting there rambling. Oh, I guess I almost didn't. Okay, yeah, later Brando. He's taking off. Everybody's saying later to Brando. Mark just joined up with Brando's channel. Yeah, check him out. Check out his past videos. He's got a pile of videos, and he oh my god. I've seen him eat the hottest peppers in the world, like chocolate bootla. That's got to be hotter than the Carolina Reaper. I don't even want to get into what peppers, but just check them out. Like, oh, and give him crap about if Brando's still lurking in the comments. We've also been giving Brando crap because he should have been the first. He likes to ride his bike, by the way. He he should have been the first person to do a pepper review while riding his bike. So, like I said earlier, I don't know if I was, but everybody says, like a bunch of my friends that are pepperheads all say that I was the first one to do a hot sauce review while driving in my truck. I don't know if that's true or not, but I totally did do it. And everybody says, like, holy crap, why'd you do that while you were driving? I had a moment. I had a minute, I guess I should say. I mean, it was a moment, but I had a minute. But no, we want Brando to be the first one to do it on a bicycle, a pod review on a bicycle. I think that would be hilarious. Will says his Ultra's 2 mil. Yeah, that's about right. Brando can handle anything. Like, if you don't know Brando, oh my God, man. He can, it doesn't matter what pepper you got, he can handle it. I guarantee it. Like, and I won't say that about most people. Like, I would have said that about myself until I ate the Brazilian brain strain, which is probably a little hotter than a Reaper. But, there I went right out the window. I don't even do pod reviews anymore just because of that one. Or no, I've done a couple since then, but for the most part, I don't. But that was the one I was on a roll. I was like, here's one, here's one, here's one, here's one. Brazilian brain strain. I'm done. Like, it was that much, man. Oh man, that's a great question. Oh wait, did I miss something? No. Mark said he likes watching people eat really hot peppers. I'm not at that level yet. You can be. You just gotta either work your way up or just jump right into it and start eating like really hot peppers. Although I wouldn't say like just jump into it eating a whole pod. I would say jump into it by eating a small piece and then wait a little bit and then eating another small piece and then wait a little bit and then eat another small piece. But I would just jump feet first into it. I know a lot of people say, no, you got to do it like, you got to like start eating jalapenos till they're not hot and then move up to the cayennes until they're not hot and then go to the Thai peppers and then go to the habaneros and then go to the Scotch bonnets and then work your way up to the ghost pepper. And nope, I jumped right into it. I went like jalapeno, habanero, ghost pepper, and then just kept on going up from there. I know what everybody else is saying, like building up your tolerance, but you'll build up a tolerance. Like the hot sauce, I haven't had it in a long time, but Allegheny City Farms hot sauce, Dave got me a bottle of that. I started using that. It's made with some of the hottest peppers in the world. Whew. I started using that stuff, and like I was getting into this restaurant next door to where I worked had habanero salsa, and I would get that on my tostadas all the time, and it would burn my face off. And I started using that hot sauce, and then all of a sudden there was no heat whatsoever, and I was like, "Wait, what's going on?" Like I thought I did something wrong. Wait, what does that mean? Brando, what does that mean? Just in case someone says no video, but did it on Bounty stream earlier? Oh, no video of the super hots that you or ultra hots that you ate earlier. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, so it's on Bounty stream, so watch it over there. I don't doubt Brando. I know for sure he did it. Like, I don't even have to see proof. I believe him 100%. Brando says he ate a pepper. I guarantee he ate a pepper. I'm never one to doubt Brando. If you ever watch his videos, like all you have to do is watch him eat a Reaper, watch him eat a chocolate a chocolate bootla, what, a butch tea, and then after that, you're just like, okay, yeah, no, this guy doesn't lie. He definitely eats those suckers and he enjoys it. Hell, what was it? One of the live streams I was on, Brando was telling a story about he went. Where the heck was he going? He go to a Chicago Cubs game. He went to some stadium. I forget what stadium, what kind of game it was, whether it was football, baseball. I don't think it was hockey, but whatever. Like the people were questioning him because he was trying to get in and he had like a bag full of peppers. And they were like, who brings peppers to a game? And he was like, I do. Like that's Brando in a nutshell right there, man. Will said I'm debating on lunch now. Yellow Moruga, Peach Jalokia, or Tiger BB. And that's what I was trying to get to earlier, but I had to like scroll back up, make sure I didn't miss anybody in the chat. Yellow Moruga and Peach Ghost are two of my absolute favorite peppers. The Yellow Moruga is really freaking hot. The Peach Ghost is, it's not that hot. But, and I've never had a Tiger BB. No, I haven't had a pink tiger. I grew a pink tiger. I just never got to try one. The frost got to me before I could actually have a ripe one. I guess technically they were ripe. I just didn't pull them, and then the frost hit, and boom. Hades says, I need a peppermentor because I don't want to die. Everybody's going to die. But if you need a peppermentor, a lot of the people in the chat are, they're pretty good mentors. What I wouldn't suggest having a pepper mentor. I would just suggest asking everybody about their advice and then taking in everything that you can and then decide for yourself what you actually want to do, what you want to try, how you want to grow, all that stuff. Because I mean, that's one of my favorite things about just about any kind of information is you take in that's why I like conspiracy theories. It's not that I believe in them. I just like taking in all that information and then I'll believe whatever I want to believe. Just because I read up on the Anunnaki doesn't mean I believe in them. Just because I believe in an alternate, reasons why the pyramids were built doesn't mean I believe in that either. But I like hearing a different side of the story because you never know. It might just make you think like, well, if this is here and that's there, then maybe my opinion would be somewhere in the middle. So, I mean, that's the way I always take it. So it tastes like regular peanut M&Ms with a little bit of spice. I didn't expect jalapeno. Well, I don't think jalapenos have any kind of heat to them whatsoever. So there's that in me. But it's also like a mainstream product. So I wouldn't think that they would have any spice, really. I bet that they would have like the jalapeno flavor, though. What else we got? Will says super hot from very moist peppers. No, and Hades votes on the tiger. I believe I don't know what the tiger BB is, but I know my pink tiger. I believe that was it was what, a Pimenta de Nayade crossed with a Reaper, or crossed with a Ghost, I think. So they had some heat to them. Johnny Scoville ate 6 Reapers while skydiving. I think he did more than that recently, didn't he? I saw the one where he ate 6, because that was the one where like the guy that went with him ate one before they jumped out of the plane. But I thought recently, didn't he do like 10 while he was skydiving? It was like for whatever, like 30 or 40,000 subscribers, whatever his newest number was. Nice. Pedro said he had some food before that Batman's bat out of hell powder. Oh, it says powder. I was reading chip. I don't think I've ever had the Bat Out of Hell powder. I've had the Bat Out of Hell chip. And Mark says I'm pretty good on sauces, but pods get me. Yeah, I'm probably the same way, but I'm pretty sure that is. I'm pretty sure that is because that Brazilian brain strain that I tried. That thing kicked my butt, man. I got a comment a couple days ago about that video where I ate the Brazilian. And yeah, that's exactly what they said. What did they say? I grow these peppers and others, and I eat a small part mixed with mild salsa. I'm impressed you ate both halves. The heat off of those builds for quite a while. You were straight suffering. Yeah, I was straight suffering, man. And it was after I was straight suffering that I was like, you know what? This video has to go up. I have to make fun of myself by putting this video up. He says my mom can't whistle, but if she eats jalapeno, she can. I don't know about that. I can eat jalapenos. I can whistle, but so it's a little bigger than a pink tiger. Bush lighter, but a ghost pepper. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never got to try my pink tigers. I was really mad. Susie's growing pink tigers crossed with Reaper this year. Have you guys seen Atomic Menace? No, I don't think I've ever seen Atomic Menace. I know Just Plain Cody. Where's he been? I haven't seen a video from him in a while. No, but he eats super hots like candy. He's pretty crazy. I think I was on a live stream with him one night and he was taking extract and it was in a dropper and he just kept like dropping that stuff on his mouth, which I will not do Reaper whatsoever. Oh, and does who believe in galactic superburst? Because I don't even know what that means. But no, I saw Pocky Ghost Pepper chips are quite hot. That's what Mark said. Right now, apparently it's National Potato Day. It's also National Hot and Spicy Day. And Pocky has a 20% off their chips if you use the code, I believe hot spicy, or maybe it's hot and spicy, something like that. They have it on Twitter. I saw it earlier today. I was scrolling through and was like, no way. Like, because I saw everybody talking about National Potato Day. Because even Ron White, they call me Tater Salad. That guy, he tweeted out like, Happy Potato Day from Tater Salad or something like that. But yeah, Pocky actually put out like 20% off of all their chips on an order today. I think it was hot spicy, like all one word, hot spicy, and you get 20% off. Hades, yeah, you can check out the farmers market. Sometimes they got something crazy, but for the most part, no, most of the peppers we talk about, you pretty much have to get the seeds and grow them out yourself, or know somebody that will send you a box of them, or stuff like that. A majority of the peppers that we're talking about, I'm pretty sure you can't just buy them at a farmer's market. That being said, I have seen people that have gone to farmer's markets and there's ghost peppers or, stuff like that. But what, there was a solar tornado earlier? So it'll reach Earth in 36 hours. So what? That's the galactic superburst. What, like a solar flare? I never heard of a solar tornado, but I mean, maybe that's the same thing. Oh, no way. Menace just won the Pucker Butt Chili contest. Dave was supposed to go there. He got an invite to actually be there, and he couldn't because he was doing something else at the time, and it's harvest season. And Bella got second, like Bella from Heat 101. That's pretty freaking awesome. I bet Dark was very proud. It has been so hot here. Like, this is the first year I ever got heat stroke and like had to like keep myself inside and couldn't go outside. Like, I said it earlier in the live stream, but like I've been messed up for like a good month or however long it's been. I got heat stroke 2 days in a row, passed out the first time, and then the second time it was like half the time it hit me, and now it's just like if I go outside, I start getting dizzy. I can't breathe. Like I start blacking out and stuff like that. So that's what I was saying earlier today. Like I had to. Yesterday was garbage day. I had to wait until like the sun was almost completely down, like it was almost dark before I like was like, all right, let's go, hurry up, take the garbage to the road. And even that, I came back in and I was like panting and like trying to catch my breath and just laid down on the chair. Was just leaning back on the chair, like, oh my God. Like I almost took my shirt off, but I knew if I did, I would end up like falling asleep and like the AC set to like 75. And I knew if I did that, then I'd wake up like just shivering like crazy. But okay, yeah, so that was the same Bella. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know what the heat index was here today, but I know earlier today I was like, oh, thermometer says 80 degrees. And I went outside and I was like, this isn't bad. Like there's actually like a slight breeze. And I actually was like, man, maybe I can like I'll try to like stay outside like as long as I can today. And like maybe I can like condition myself back into being able to be outside and stuff like that. So I did that a bunch of times, and then I'd come back inside, and I go back outside, and come back inside, and go back outside. And it was like 2 o'clock. I went out there and did that, and I came back in, and I was just like, I'm not someone that sweats really. But I came back in and I was like, I felt like I mean, I wasn't like drenched with sweat or anything, but I was like definitely sweating. I was out of breath. I wasn't even moving. I was just standing outside. I wasn't even like doing anything. It was pathetic. I came back in. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I looked at my thermometer and the thermometer was touching 100 degrees. So I don't know what the hell it was, but it was like close to 90 and the humidity was off the charts, man. But we got water everywhere all around me. So, but yeah, my phone never tells me what the heat index is. With or no, it will tell me the real feel sometimes, or when I look for it. But it will never tell me the humidity or the heat index. I guess that'd be the real feel. And bad air quality. I wonder if that's what's going on with me. I mean, maybe that's why I can't breathe because the air is just crappy. Uh, well, no, it sounds like the same thing. Solar tornado, solar flare. You know, last one that happened, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, I think the last one that happened, that was like 1880s, 1890s, something like that, where we had telegraphs and stuff, and it wiped out like 80% of all the telegraph lines. And can you imagine that if that happened, but on the internet level? That would suck. Nice. Feels like someone's breathing on you minus the bad breath. I can't breathe. I can't smell. I can't do anything in this kind of heat, man. Like I'm literally outside just sitting there going, why can't I breathe? But I remember there was a bunch of times I just kept going back outside though. I was like, screw it. I'll go outside. Because I can't be like this forever, man. I gotta be able to be outside. And I can't just wait for winter or fall. I have to be out there like, I don't know, now. I got so many things I need to get done. I cut my grass one time this entire year. And that was, yeah, it was right before, it was in like the beginning of July. I mean, not, and I didn't even cut the backyard. And I'm not even joking. I have weeds in the backyard that are like 8 or 9 feet tall. They're gigantic. I don't even know what the grass looks like back there. I just know those weeds are that big. In my dirt garden, which I really haven't planted anything for a while, I have like trees growing out of it. I'm talking like, well, I'm like almost 6 feet. So they're probably like 6.5 feet, 7 feet tall. Damn, cemetery, what's up? Said humidity is 94% here. I have no clue what it is here, but that's what it feels like here. It's like you can't breathe humidity level. Dang, Will, you were on your break? Dang, well, thanks for hanging out with me, man. Well, with us. Appreciate that. Yeah, it was nice earlier today. It felt like a storm was going to roll through. And it got all overcast and everything. That's when I made a break for the grocery store. But it felt like it was going to be storming and stuff. So I ended up, well, I went outside and I saw that it was like that. But there was like a breeze blowing and it felt like the humidity dropped like half. Like if it, I don't know, we'll just pretend it was 90%. It felt like it dropped to like 45 or something like that, 40%, 50%. It was nice. What's up, JDS? Yeah, that was my highlight of the day. Going in and out into the heat, back out of the heat, and over and over again. And then all of a sudden, just heat just took off. Nice. JDS got done eating disgusting pizza. Thanks, Mark. You have a good night too. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Do we have grocery delivery here? Yeah, but you got to order so much and it costs a bunch of money. Like just starting out, I'm pretty sure it's like 25 bucks delivery fee. So in my mind, not worth it. I'd rather, and I love going to the grocery store. Everybody makes fun of me because I like going to the grocery store. I don't know why, but I love going to the grocery store. I go like every other day at the least. Heck, this summer, yeah, this summer I've gone like 4 to 5 days a week to the grocery store. That's how much I love going to the grocery store. Well, yeah. Well, you probably have like a decent bunch of TNA. What's TNA? I'm always bad with acronyms. But no, Hades $6 delivery fee. That's not that bad if you're getting enough stuff. But around here, no, it's like you gotta have like $100 worth of stuff, and then it's like $25 delivery fee. But if you get like $200 worth of stuff, it's only like $20 and stuff like that. But you got to remember, we're a tourist area, so the tourists do that. Not only that, but they will like go to your rental company and get a key. So they'll just like literally come in and put it in your refrigerator for you and stuff like that. But nah, and not only that, I went to the grocery store earlier. I think I was at 153,000 miles on my truck, and when I got back, it was 153,000 or 153,000 miles and 3 miles. So like going out of my way and going other places and going to the grocery store and back, it was only 3 miles. So I don't know. Maybe that's why um I don't mind going to the grocery store. I do love going to the grocery store. I don't know why. And it's not like I love it because there's so much food. Like I barely ever grab food while I'm there. Like I will, but like I barely grab any kind of food. Like I'm like, I'll go grab 3 days worth of food. And then I go and buy like 1 day worth of food. And I'll be back there the next day grabbing more stuff. But the Walmart pickup. Well, my grocery store just started that where you can like I think order online and just pull up in the parking lot and they'll bring it out to you. But I don't know. I don't mind going in. I like going in. Not only that, but like going in is for me the way to go because I always forget about things. Like I'll be walking down, I usually only go down the only aisles that I always go down, but every once in a while, like there'll be some weird end cap, and I'm like, whoa, like yeah, like the other day, I found well, it wasn't, but like a form of hamburger helper, like beef stroganoff. I was like, holy crap, I totally forgot they made this stuff. So I grabbed that stuff and grabbed hamburger and milk and everything I needed. But no, I mean, that's why I like it because, I like being in there and seeing like, oh my God, look, tuna's on sale or chicken's on sale or, whatever they've got is on sale. Like the other day I was in there and I found stuffed jalapenos and I was like, dang, look at this. Like you get like, I think it was like 9 or 10, must have been like 10, which technically would be 5 jalapenos, I guess, but they were on sale for like $5. And I was like, man, I'm going to pay more than $5 just for the bacon. And the last time I made stuffed jalapenos, I had to buy the jalapenos, I had to buy the cream cheese, and I had to buy the bacon. And the bacon alone was over $5. And I never ended up using the rest of the bacon. It went bad. So I justified it by saying, screw it. I'll buy this stuff, I'll make it, and, you know, we'll call it a trade off. I don't have to buy jalapenos. I don't have to buy cream cheese. Because that's the other thing. I'll buy cream cheese and it'll just sit in my fridge until I make the stuffed jalapenos again. Um, that's funny. I guess that's what y'all are talking about. What do you mean you don't always get followed when you go shopping? Yeah, I'm always buying my own things. But I'm also like, before I go to the grocery store, I'm usually sitting here like I'll Google stuff. Like I'll Google all kind of different stuff. And not even like how to make beef stroganoff, like not even stuff like that. I'll just be like popular dishes and just go through the list of everything everybody ever said just to see like, oh, there we go. Like chicken noodle soup, homemade. I haven't done that in a long time. Like that kind of stuff. Stuffed ghost peppers were better. I don't think I've ever had stuffed ghost peppers. I've had stuffed habaneros. I've had stuffed jalapenos. Never had stuffed ghost peppers though. Whoa, pineapple cream cheese. That would be good. Hey, kid, what are you doing? Quit licking your nipples. She almost looks offended that I told her to do that. What are you doing? You ready to make an appearance? No? He's going to lay on the floor? Yeah, I love when you do any kind of stuffed jalapenos, obviously wrapped in bacon. But I love them when they're on the grill. I did mine in the oven, but that's because I pretty much destroyed my grill and haven't bought a new one. I could probably still use it, but charcoal's so damn expensive. Have I ever had stuffed mushrooms with crab meat and cheese? Yeah. I've made thousands of stuffed mushrooms with crab meat. I used to work for a restaurant that was one of their specials, and every Thursday, I think it was, the seafood platter, they had a bunch of stuff on there. They had cod, a giant piece of cod ripped in half and like set next to each other, and the rest of that side filled with scallops. The other side had a lobster tail that was pulled out of the shell on top of the shell. And then they had a mushroom cap, take out the stem, and then stuff it with crab meat and then wrap a shrimp around it. Then they had like a tomato. You take like a smaller tomato, like not a giant tomato, but a smaller tomato, and we had a V-shaped, well, it's like V-shaped knife, and you would cut into it the whole way around. So it was like a jagged edge the whole way around, and then you stuff that sucker full of crab meat too. That was great. And then you pour butter all over everything. Throw it in the oven till it's done. It was amazing. And like if one got a little overdone, they couldn't serve it. So they would like set it aside, and then like I was like top of the line there. So they would just be like, "You want it?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah." And every once in a while, I would just, because we got 50% off while we were working. I think it was like 10% when we weren't working, but 50% off while we were working. And I'd be like, "Hey man, for food tonight. I want a freaking seafood platter. And it was only like $20. And so I'd get one for like $10. So, I mean, heck, well, I mean, that was also 20 years ago. I was about to say, like, nowadays you can't even get the lobster tail for that much, but no, I guess you can. I got, was it one or two? I can't remember. Lobster tails for $4 this year, which was unheard of. They were like only 4 ounces. I think the ones we had were 6. But no, we got those. Oh man, those things were so good. I boiled the heck out of those things because that's well, obviously the best way. Well, no, I guess steaming is probably the best way to do it. But I love that. I love sea bugs. Would you say JDS? My cousin used to make those every Thanksgiving. Heck yeah, man. Those are great. He said, never thought about the oven. I just got an air fryer. Nice. I want an air fryer. There's so many cooking things that I want that I don't have. I want a fryer, like a regular old fryer where I can just keep grease in there and like have a lid on it and just put it away when I'm done. Like I keep a pot of oil on my stove just to make fries and stuff. And I've had, I mean, obviously not the same oil, but I've had a pot of oil on my stove for like a year and a third now, something like that. Yeah, butter is awesome. I love butter. Oh, but GDS said used to make those every Thanksgiving. Well, Thanksgiving we were always pretty much like same old kind of people, but we did have like traditions like Christmas. Wow, that reminds me, I haven't had Christmas with my family in like quite a while. But for Christmas, our thing, I remember me and my sister like just pleaded with my parents, like this was a long time ago, and we were like, hey, like instead of like a turkey, a ham, a chicken or whatever stuff you want to make, get us less presents, and we want filet mignon, and we want lobster, and that became our go-to every single Christmas dinner. So for Christmas dinner, that's what we would have. We would have this giant, no, it wasn't prime rib, no, or maybe it was prime rib. I can't remember. It was either filet or prime rib, but it was a giant hunk of meat, and that sucker, we would slow cook that thing, and then we would have lobster. And when it started out, my dad had a friend in Maine that would live ship a bunch of lobsters to him. So like everybody would get their own lobster, and we would cook an entire lobster for everybody. And then we would cook like a giant filet or filet. I guess it was filet mignon. I can't remember what the hell it was. It was a giant tender cut of meat, one of the best cuts of meat you could get. And we would cook it to like maybe medium rare. And oh man, that was so good. And yeah, that stuff was great, man. But I mean, it was great when it started out because we would get our own lobster, like the entire thing. You could like crack the claws, and then you could like eat the legs if you really wanted to, and then you could take out the tail. And then eventually like everybody started cheaping out, and then it was just like, we'll just get the tails. But But still, whatever. I don't care. As long as it's lobster, I don't care. Dog is sleeping again. Dang. How can this dog sleep like that? She just lays down and bam, she's asleep. I wish I could do that. Yeah, nice. Well, I can't click it right this second, JDS, but what is your YouTube link? Is that like just straight up crab meat that's stuffed into a mushroom cap? Or is it like crab meat mix? Because the way we would make it was like we would get snow crab. And I remember because every Monday we would spend hours taking the crab out of the shell, like all the bits, because I was in charge of making it. And like you just, I mean, we would fill, I forget what the containers were, but they were like this tall by this wide by like this long, like probably like 3 foot long. And we would fill up like, I don't know, a good layer in the bottom. Like we would put, oh, I don't remember, on like a slow week, we would have like sevens. What would that be? Like 350 pounds of crab meat that we would have to take out of the shell. And sometimes we would have like 1,000 pounds of crab meat that we would have to take out of the shell. And then we would put so much in each bin and then we would have to make it. And it was like crab meat, mayo, sauteed onions, and what was it? Onions and celery? Yeah, I think it was sauteed onions and celery. There was something else, and then some seasonings, and then mayo. Or well, no, there was mayo already, and then breadcrumbs to thicken it up. And we would mix that stuff up. And I'm talking like, I mean, in those containers, we'd have like this much of crab meat in there, and we would do that every single Monday. And like to the point where we would have like little plastic bins that we would like put all the crab meat in and freeze just so we had extra and stuff like that. And but that's how we did our crab meat. But are you talking like just straight up crab meat in the mushroom cap? Because that would be really good. Just straight up crab meat right in the mushroom cap, throw some butter over top of it, throw it in the oven. Ugh, that would be so good. What's what? What's up, Loki? Gave your dog a pig ear and they almost choked on it? That's messed up, man. Stick that your hand down her throat? Damn. That's freaking crazy, man. I don't think my dog's ever done that, but my dog's a little beast. What's up, Anta? I had poutine earlier. Oh shit! I actually like dump the rest out and clean the bowl. Actually, oh man. Oh, you want to talk about crabs? No, I think I've had poutine. Yeah, like every day for like 8 days. So I probably had poutine like 13 times in the last 8 days, something like that. Oh, well, I don't know. I didn't see there was a recall on pig ears. There you go, Loki. Maybe you got a recall on your pig ears. That's the only problem with the cheese curds is we can't get them, or I can't get them down here. I've checked like all kind of different stores and stuff. I can't get them. So, and I thought about ordering them online, but it's still summertime. Like it was 100 something degrees earlier today. So I'm thinking like maybe I should wait until I don't know, at least fall or maybe winter time before I actually try to order some online so they don't come in like just a big clump. Buy a mozzarella ball. Is that all cheese curds are supposed to be? I thought cheese curds were something different. Pretty sure I can get a mozzarella ball. Heck, I got mozzarella. I got like thick cut mozzarella. Ah, nice. All right. I'll try that. Hey. Hey. Deeps. Quit licking your nipples. She's doing it because, you know, we all would if we could. I'll try that. Wet mozzarella ball. I know we got those around here. I'll give that a go. What are you doing? Now she's licking her feet. Are you just screwing with me? What's going on? Come here. You want to say hi? Come here. Come on. There we go. There's the puppy dog. Oh, look at the doggy. Whatever makes you stop licking your nipple. Not that I'm opposed to that. It's just you make so much noise. All I can hear is you licking. It's freaking annoying as hell. My mom always says, like, you're just jealous. Like when she's licking her junk or nipple or whatever. I'm like, nah, it's just really annoying. I don't like hearing people eat. And that's kind of the same noise it sounds like. It's just like, look at tail's going. Look at that. There's tail going. Look at the tail going. Watch me get a tail going. I'm so jealous about how quick this dog can just go to sleep. Life goals. Okay, quit smacking me in the back with your tail, man. Literally, that's what she's doing. Look, she's smacking the chair, smacking my back, smacking the chair, smacking my back. Oh, man. And yet some people would say it's not a real pit bull because you didn't crop the ears, which means cut her ears apart, and didn't cut her tail off. This is all natural pit bull. What's my dog's name? Her name is Devi Kid. She goes by many names. On Instagram, I've called her the Pepper Guardian. She's the Pepper Dog. She's Devi Kid. Devi, the Kid. Nah, Hades, I never wonder about that. That happens all the time. No, it doesn't, but you can imagine what it'd be like if it did. No, I did. I don't remember what day it was. Oh, you done? Okay. I don't remember what day it was, but I do remember there was one day. Yeah, it was one of those days where I was on like 5 different live streams the night before, and I didn't even remember some of the live streams until I woke up the next day, and then all of a sudden, I'm like clicking refresh on my subscriptions, and I saw people that were live the night before, and I'm like, wait, why am I on that live stream? Like, I was on that live stream that night. And then you start wondering like how many other live streams that people deleted that you were on. But I remember I was on like 5 or something. And then there was other people's live streams that I don't remember being on that I saw myself in the thumbnail. And I'm like, what the heck? But I remember that one of those days I woke up and I was like, what the hell? Why does the side of my face hurt? I guess this is the orbital bone, like right around your eye. I'm like, why is this so sore? Like right here, the whole side of my face. I felt like Tommy Boy. Like, is there something wrong with my face? Like, not so much here, but like right here. But then I remembered like the night before, which cracks me up because like, that whole battered woman thing, like I ran into a door. Like I always thought like, oh, who the hell runs into a door? And then I remembered like the night before, like I was walking out of the bathroom and I totally walked into the door. Like like straight on, bam, nailed the door like right against my face. Like where it almost knocked me out. And I remember like sitting there holding my face like, what the hell has my life become? Like I'm running into doors. But I also like, I can't really tell. It doesn't really look like it. I have one light on and it's over there. Like I have like my overhead light's not on. Well, I got a grow light over there, over the sink. But that's it. Like those are the only 2 lights on in my entire house. And like I don't keep the lights on. Like I like to keep my night vision going. Apparently that night my night vision wasn't working and I totally walked right into the door. Totally didn't remember until the next day. And then I felt like such an idiot too. But I mean, I guess it happens if you're on so many live streams like that. I mean, I was on a lot. I was live. I think that was the night I was live for like 12 hours. Like I was on one person's live stream, then I was on another person's. I can't remember if I did one. I don't even think I did one. I think I was just on other people's live streams. Or maybe I did. Maybe it started with me being on a live stream. I can't remember. But I'm definitely blaming it on the Budweisers. The funny thing was, it wasn't the Budweiser's fault. No, the problem is like, I know I keep going off and off about this. It's just something that's so messed up. I just can't believe it. But ever since I got sunstroke, it doesn't matter if I'm drinking or not. Like I have trouble with my balance. I have trouble like seeing things and stuff like that. And like earlier yesterday, I wasn't drinking. I didn't drink much the night before on either day. And I was just walking around the house. I drank like, I don't know, like a gallon of water. So like, I don't know about you, but like if I drink a whole pile of water, it like pretty much negates all the alcohol that I drank. At least beer that I drank. Like liquor, I guess that's a different thing, but I haven't drank liquor in a while. But I drank a lot of water and I was just like stumbling around. Like I had a hard time like keeping my balance and stuff. That's why I don't like go out into the public much. People think I'm all like a drunk and stuff, but meanwhile, it's just I don't know, I get all messed up. Like I step outside to smoke a cigarette, and next thing you know, like I haven't even smoked a whole cigarette outside for like I don't know how long. I only smoke like a quarter or a third, like you maybe a half a cigarette at the most. Um, Loki said I met you on Anti stream. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But Hades, I'm not drinking pickle juice or salt water. Salt water, definitely not. And pickle juice, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say definitely not on that too. Ugh, I love pickles, but there's no way I can drink pickle juice. That stuff is gross. Well, not only that, but um, nah, I guess I was about to say like a bunch of our water comes from desalination plants because we're right here on the ocean. But no, I'm pretty sure where my main water supply is. I think that's from like a like a master well, and that's a reverse osmosis process. Either way, it's still not good for you, but yeah, well, if it's in something, I could drink it, but as far as like straight up pickle juice, nah. Drink more beer, fight back. I've been trying. I don't know. It's a little harder. It's easier said than done. It's pretty freaking hard, man. Because ever since I got the sunstroke, I've been drinking nothing but water until I drink beer. And I drink a lot of water. I keep a gallon of water in my fridge and I keep filling it up every day. And I also have 32-ounce Powerade bottles and I fill those things up. And like today, before I even got out of bed, I drank 3/4 of a gallon of water. Like I got out of bed, came out, grabbed one Powerade bottle, went back to bed, and just drank it while I was in bed. Finished it, came back out, grabbed another one, went back to bed, and finished that one. Came back out, grabbed another one, and went back to bed and finished that one. And that's the point where I was like, you know what? I'll just get out of bed. So that's like, I don't even remember. That's 64 plus 32. So that's what, 98 ounces of water. So that's 3/4 of a gallon of water that I drank before I even got out of bed. And then I got out of bed and I drank another 2 or 3 of those 32 ounces. So, but, I've just been feeling really, really super dehydrated. Like, I can't get my water level back to where it should be. But, eh, it'll correct itself sooner or later. I've never had a pickle snow cone. No, definitely have never had a pickle snow cone. I don't think I'd want a pickle snow cone. I'll have a pickle, but I don't know about a pickle snow cone. That sounds pretty gross. I mean, be flushing too much stuff. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going with what my body feels like, and it's usually telling me drink more water, drink more water, drink more water. Look, you said try water pills. I've never heard of water pills. What the heck is a water pill? Wife is a nurse. What the heck's a water pill? I don't know what the heck a water pill is. That's something that imitates water going into your body? Or maybe pills that prevent you from sweating so much? Or because, like I said, I really don't sweat that much. And I haven't been in the heat whatsoever. Like, well, I have, but I mean, I really, even when I'm in the heat, even when I like feel like I'm going to pass out in the heat. Like, I'm not even sweating. And that's why I feel like I'm too dehydrated. Like, I should at least sweat a little bit. Like the first day that I got sunstroke, I didn't sweat at all. Like, I did for 20 minutes. And I was out in that for like a good 8 hours, 9 hours, something like that. And that's when it actually hit me. But water pills pull water out of you. Yeah, I don't want to do that. That'd probably be bad. Because I've got that dehydrated feeling. Like, I don't know if any of you guys ever like got dehydrated, but you ever have like the get so dehydrated where like you feel your gums recess and like you actually feel it in your mouth, like not just dry mouth or anything like that, but like your actual like your gums like are recessing away from your teeth and stuff like that. Like that's the kind of dehydrating that I've had. What's up, Sherry? Another Texas girl in the house. Yeah, so if they pull water out of you, I'm pretty sure that would not be very good. And the weird thing is, I don't even like AC. Like that's the weirdest thing. Like I've always hated AC, and yet like the last month or a little bit more, I just haven't been able to go outside of the house. Like I can, but I definitely feel it really quick. Like and immediately it's just like out of breath. I mean, again, I smoke, so that could be part of the puzzle right there, but possibly diabetic. I hope not. The only sugar I pretty much consume is in my beer. Although I do probably drink more beer than I should, but I don't know. It all came on, I don't know, like a month ago or something like that when I was out in the heat way too long. It was like a day. I don't even know what the humidity was, but it was probably way up there. And it was like 104 degrees, just temperature. And I was in the sun for like a good 8 hours. I just remember at the very end of me being in the sun, not the end of the day, that which has never happened to me before. I've always spent all the time in the sun. I just remember I just couldn't catch my breath. I was like really, really tired. And I mean, I was working out in the sun, but I remember there was one point I just sat down. I was edging. I was working for a landscaper and I was edging. And I just remember I set the tool down, turned it off, and I walked back to the truck and I just sat in the truck and passed out. And then the next day I went back to work again and it was like halfway through the day and it was halfway through the day. And I remember like I just couldn't catch my breath and I like well the first day it was like fading in and out of consciousness like I couldn't see, like I would like not be able to see, and then when I could see it would be blurred vision or double vision, and then I went and passed out. And then the next day I remember I was getting the same thing and I couldn't breathe. And at that point, I was like, the first day I was like, nah, screw this. We'll like fight through it. And then the next day, I remember like halfway through the day, I was like, I gotta go. Like, I can't pass out again. And I ended up like hopping in my truck and blasting the AC on me, which they did to me on the first day. Like, I just sat in the truck with the door open, and someone came over and was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No." And they were like, "Oh, well, um, here, let's turn the truck on." And they turned the truck on for like an hour and a half or 2 hours with the AC on full blast just to like try to cool me down. And then the second day, I remember I was just like, I gotta go. Like, I can't do this. Like, I'm about to pass out again. And I hopped in my truck and just blasted the AC for a while. And then I drove all the way to the grocery store because I love the grocery store. And when I got there, I just sat there with the AC blowing on me. And I think I took a nap. I can't even remember. But I was there for a while and before I actually got out. And then I went in, grabbed some food, and then came back out and got in my truck and drove home. But no, yeah, no, I've been like freaking messed up ever since. How scary. Nah, I wouldn't say it's scary, but I can see where you're saying it's scary, but I don't know. I'm not really scared of much of anything, but it sucked. Yeah, yeah, pretty much passed out. Yeah. Well, the other day, because I've been, like I said, I've been trying to stay in the AC and just, I don't know, equalize or whatever. But no, the other day, it was like 100 degrees again, and I went to the grocery store. I was good all the way there. I didn't use the AC the whole way there because I normally don't. Got there, got out, went into the grocery store. They got AC obviously in the grocery store. I was all good. Grabbed all the stuff I needed, left the grocery store, and just leaving the grocery store and like walking like 9 car spaces to my vehicle, um I was out of breath, and I ended up having to like just lean back in my chair and just sit there for a while. Adding salt and lime to my beer. I don't have any lime. Yeah, I'm not going to a doctor. That'll cost me a ton of money, and I don't have any money right now. I had pretty damn decent insurance for like quite a while, but that was until like, I don't know, a few weeks before this actually happened. So, but no. But the funny thing is, oh, I think it's funny. Most people won't think this is funny, but I know I definitely cooked my brain pretty good because I've been like forgetting names and stuff like that. Like, I remember a lot of people, like I remember a lot of names, like the people in my live streams and stuff. I remember their names that when they pop in, but like people from my past, like the other day I was thinking like, what was that girl I dated's name? And I could not remember her name whatsoever. Yeah, 2 frozen water bottles, one for each pocket. Um, I didn't do that. Well, that was probably one of my downfalls because one thing that I do, I got this like stupid little I don't know. They call it a cooler. It's not really a cooler. It's just like a little like lunchbox type thing. And I don't have one. But those 32-ounce Powerade bottles, I'll take them, fill them up with water, and then put them in the freezer. And I'll just, when it's really hot out, I'll just keep everything frozen, and I'll just take them and throw them in my cooler. And then as they melt, I'll just drink the water. That way I get like ice cold water. I'm pretty sure that was probably not something good. Because that day I drank all 4 of the 32-ounce bottles, so that's a gallon. And then I bought a gallon of water, and I drank at least a third of that, something like that. Yeah, well, Hades for what was that, 19 going on 20 years. All my jobs have been working outside. So like whether it's cold and it's, the rare occasion it snows or it freezes or whatever, or it's 100+ degrees, I'm always outside. Like normally, like for most of those 20 years, like I would just take my shirt off and I would have, I mean, like a giant tan. Like my everything was freaking tan. And I mean like dark, dark tan. Like I used tanning oil or something like that. And that's what's weird. Like this year, I don't even have a tan. I mean, I have a little bit of a tan, but that's just like a few days when I got sunstroke. But don't just drink water. Yeah. Well, yeah, a lot of, I guess, yeah, in the past, a lot of the time I was drinking Powerade. That's why I have so many Powerade bottles. I always like doing that. And that usually has electrolytes, which is salts. But yeah, salt and potassium. That's what's in Powerade. They have so much potassium and then so much different kinds of salts, which, technically that's what electrolytes are, is pretty much salt or a form of salt, which would be what, sodium chloride or, potassium chloride or, different stuff like that. Yeah, normally it's not that brittle. Like what I always say is I only burn once. So that's always my favorite thing. Like at the beginning when it's springtime, like you get that one hot day and you'll have your shirt off and boom, like you start to get a suntan or a sunburn, but then after that, like you're good for the entire summer. But this year I didn't get to do that because the last job I had, well, I got nothing up here, but because I have so many tattoos all over the place, I had to like cover up all of my tattoos, my legs, my everything. So I didn't get any sun. And then not only that, but you couldn't have these kind of earrings or anything. So I had to like wear a beanie to like wear over my head. So like I wasn't even getting sun on my head or anything. And but yeah. Oh, and people work outside, wear long sleeves and hats. That seems harder to me too. And around here, like you'll have Mexicans and Hondurans and Nicaraguans and Costa Ricans and all these people from down south. I'll just call them down south people. But those people, and they're wearing long sleeves, long pants, giant hat, and all that stuff. And I'm like, and they're doing roofing, like on the top of a roof that's got to be like 120, 130 degrees. And totally blows my mind. I don't get it, but Pep Guru says magnesium, potassium supplements. Yeah, I should look into that stuff. Yeah, and salt does pull water and can dehydrate you. That's why I wasn't going with like the Powerade and stuff. I was going with like straight water. I was like, screw it. Just go with water and not what's that crap water that you're not supposed to drink? I almost said dehydrated water. That wouldn't be it. What the heck is it called? Distilled. Yeah, I've never done distilled water. Yeah, and you got to keep replenishing what you lose due to sweat. Well, that was my problem. Like I've worked in the heat a long time, and there's only been a certain amount of times where, and I've noticed that like, I think I stopped sweating like a half hour ago. And that's the time where I'm like, I need to start like really doubling down on some water or, whatever, Powerade, whatever. And no, when I got the heat stroke, like I didn't sweat at all. Like for 2 days, being out in like the first day was 104. I don't know what the second day was. I didn't even pay attention. Pink Himalayan salt water. How much pink Himalayan sea salt? Or pink, is it sea salt? No, I guess not, because the Himalayas are a mountain range and they are not by the ocean. So I guess that would be pink Himalayan salt. Yeah, that's probably what happened to me, Pepper Guru. Because I was like losing control of my legs. Like I couldn't stand up. I just hit the ground and what are you doing, dog? You trying to go out? Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, my arms weren't the first to go. My legs were. Actually, I think it was my mind that went first, to be perfectly honest. And then after that, I'm pretty sure that it was my legs after that. My arms, I could keep going with my arms, but I mean, they were really weak, but it was my legs that I was noticing the most because I was doing landscaping. So I'm holding like a trimmer and I had to like hold it up at a weird angle to make it work because they didn't want to adjust the wheel on it and the blade was too small and like, it was all kind of crap. And I had to use the dang weed whacker, which it was a still or whatever. And that sucker is actually pretty darn heavy. And, stuff like that. But I was able to do that, but I was just out of breath. So I would have to like take a break every couple minutes. But the thing that I was noticing was my legs were like kind of shaking and like they would like actually give out. And like I would catch myself, but I don't know. I just knew that I wasn't going to make it very long. So that's why I just took off to the truck. 6 grinds of pink Himalayan salt. I don't know. Maybe I'll check into that. See if that's something that will work for me. I don't know. I don't think I've had pink Himalayan salt in stuff, but never Never in water. Doesn't taste like table salt. I didn't think so, because I know a lot of hot sauce makers use pink Himalayan salt because it's completely different than like, just regular old sodium. I think it is sodium chloride, but it's tastes a lot different than regular old sodium chloride that's mined over here. Dog wanted out so that she can bark at things. But either way, I feel like I'm getting a little bit better, but I don't know. Also, I don't know. Was it yesterday I was out and it was like 100 degrees? Was it yesterday? 2 days ago. Yeah. Yeah. Or wait, no, maybe it was yesterday. But what is that behind me? That's a tripod. I have camera equipment everywhere. There's another tripod right over here. Actually, can you see that? Here's another tripod right here. I'm a camera geek. Well, I say that in the sense of just YouTube. Just because I keep, nothing's like the best equipment, but I got a camera. I got a camcorder right there. I got another camera right here. I got this camera right there. I got a bunch of faux pros right here. Here's another one. Here's another one. Like, I'm such a camera nerd. Like, I just have tons of freaking faux pros, and I keep cameras everywhere. Like, a lot of the times, I think I still have 2 faux pro batteries sitting in my truck just in case. Yep. Oh, that's the pathetic part. It is just for YouTube. And here's my get it. My awesome freaking camcorder, Sony HD Handycam that I've had for 11 years now. It was like $1,400 when it first came out. Actually, my early videos, man, probably my first 200 or 300 videos were all made on that camcorder. Oh yeah, and that's not to mention, like, I got a cell phone over here and another cell phone over here that I could use for a camcorder that I never use for camcorder. But no, I got tripod, the other tripod back there. I got a monopod in the garage. Might not be the best equipment, but I got a lot of it. And then I was looking for it earlier. I got mini tripods too. I have 2 of them that came with, I don't have it here. I was looking at my microphone. Not this microphone. Well, I got this microphone. I got that stand too. But no, my old microphone that I had came with like a little tripod that you could unscrew the microphone accessory port, and you could actually put your camera right on it. And I have 2 of those because I bought one. Or wait. Yeah. 2 of them. How the hell? I guess I bought 3 of them. Because I have 2 of them and one's still in the box. But yeah, it's what I took to Canada with me. I took that microphone and I took another. Yeah, because I didn't. Oh, because I bought an extra one. I think. Yeah, because I bought the phone. I bought an adapter where it could like hook your phone to it, so you could actually have your phone as a camera. And actually, that makes me wonder why the heck do I use my phone to go live? But whatever. But no, I got tons and tons of stuff. Soggy tacos. Yeah, Will loves his soggy tacos. He loves his tacos in general. And Hades, I'm not fancy. Not at all. I'm just some idiot. Actually, it's funny. I did that just for Canada, really. This camera that I've got, I bought 2 extra batteries, which put me up to 5 batteries. And I bought an external battery charger, which actually I have. Nope, they're done charging. I used 2 batteries earlier today. And I don't know. I don't remember where I was going with that. But yeah. Nah, I got a ton of stuff. This is the camera I took to Canada with me, where I did all my videoing while I was up there, all my plane rides and bar hopping in the terminals, and where I did my meetup. I guess I was gonna say meet up with the first YouTuber I ever met, but no. Technically, Susie was the first YouTuber I ever met. And then the second and third was JT and Shucks. And that video was filmed on this one. Actually, you can see it in JT's video because you'll just see me sitting there holding the camera like this while he like would turn the camera and video me. And dog keeps barking like she wants to come back in, but is that a kerosene lamp? I don't think it's kerosene. It's like old school, just oil lamp. I don't know what the oil is that you burn, but yeah, it's one of those. Actually, I get crap all the time about that too, because people are like, look at the bong in your background. Like, man, it's not a bong. Like, I call them hurricane lamps because you get a hurricane, the power goes out, you light that sucker. And actually, that one over there doesn't work, but I got another one right over here, and that one works. Which last year, I can't remember when it was, but it was in August, and it was a Sunday. I remember because when my power finally came back on, the power went out like at the beginning of the day, and the house was like 96 degrees with the windows and doors open by the time the power started coming back on. And I remember Charles was live on a Sunday, and when it became dark, the only thing that I had to illuminate myself was this tablet that I've got and that hurricane lamp. And I was playing Free Cell on my tablet, and eventually I was just like, you know what, screw this. And I remember I just fired up the hurricane lamp and turned that sucker up. How's the quality of tacos in Canada? Didn't have any tacos in Canada. I had poutine. I also had Mongolian food. I think it was the first time I've ever had Mongolian food. I had pizza. If you don't know me, I don't like pizza. But, you get drunk enough, you'll eat anything. Um, yeah, I had pizza and wings. Like two things I never want to pay for, and I bought both of them in the same night. What else did I have? The first time I ever had Five Guys burger, um, which was awesome. What else did I have? Yeah, the whole first day I didn't have anything. The second day I had poutine. I think we had pizza the next night. Yeah, exactly, Hades. Yeah, and when these were my grandma's lamps, and when she died, people were like, "Well, who wants them?" And I was like looking around, like nobody wants them, and they were like ready to throw them away, and I'm like, "No, I'll take them." And they're like, "What do you want them for?" And I'm like, "Cause I live right next to the ocean, and we have hurricanes, and the power will go out." And they're like, "That's stupid. That'll never happen." And I've used them I don't know how many times. Like since well, I guess no, it has been like 11 years since I got them. I've used them at least a dozen times. And if I didn't use them, I wouldn't have any lights whatsoever in my entire house. Well, maybe candles. I think I have some candles around here somewhere. But yeah. No, I use them all the time. Luckily, I haven't had to use them so far this year. Oh, no. All right, stop barking. I by the ocean. Yeah, I'm by the ocean. The ocean is like a quarter mile that way. The Atlantic Ocean. Not only that, but water is. Actually, no. It's probably half a mile that way to the ocean. And behind me, probably quarter mile, maybe a half a mile, and you hit more water. Like I live on a sandbar. Out in the middle of the Atlantic. Between the Atlantic Ocean and the Albemarle Sound. What? 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 You come up? Come here. Come here. There you go. Say hi. Ooh. There you go. The dog's super stoked. Like it. Oh, you don't like that. OBX is mega tacos. In the summertime, maybe. Not so much in the wintertime. Actually, or not. Wow, dang. It's Monday. I looked at my clock and it said Tuesday. Now I went to the grocery store on Saturday, which normally is absolutely insane around here because there's like so many people at the grocery store. And that's when I realized, like, oh, summer's practically over. Like, because the store was like, ugh. I mean, like, according to the middle of the summer, it was dead. Like, there was just, I don't know. It looked like there was just locals there. How old is my pup? I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out. I looked into it and I've got it down to I know when her birth date is. That's May 2nd. But I'm down to she was born 2009 or 2010. And I'm pretty sure it's 2009, which would make her 10. So I'm currently still looking for a like little sister for her. That way, she's not alone. Not to mention when I got her, I had a dog that was 7, and the dog was like getting all slow and like I don't know, looked like she just had no more luster for life. Then I got this dog, and the old dog turned into a puppy immediately. So I'm kind of really excited to get another puppy, and that way I want to see her turn into a puppy because she still acts like a puppy. Like my mom has a little tiny Yorkshire Terrier, and when she brings that down here, my dog goes nuts. She loves being around that stupid little dog. Right now, she's chasing a frog that she found. No, leave it. Oops. Got it. There we go. Just saved a frog. Doug was playing with that frog like as if it was her new best friend. So I guess I just stole her new best friend. Oh well. All right. Well, that's weird. Happen over here too? No. That's weird. In my own chat, it told me that I'm signed out of YouTube. Do I want to subscribe to myself? And I'm not signed out of YouTube. That's weird. All right. What? Yeah, but she's a red nose pit bull. I've been trying to find a blue nose, which has been really, really tough. I found a few, but they're like 5 hours away, and I don't really. And they're like $300 to $500 a piece. Kind of don't want to go that far and pay that much just for a puppy dog. Huh. You would, wouldn't you? In a $500 dog? Hmm. I subscribe to tacos. I don't know why it's telling me. Okay, there we go. Now I'm signed in. All right, that was weird. Do we have any pit rescues here? There's a few. There's pretty much just rescues, but pit rescues, not really. I will say that one of my dreams, like I know everybody says they want to hit the lotto, but I want to hit the lotto just for a couple different reasons. And one of them is to travel around the nation and visit all of my YouTube friends and like record it and stuff and put it up. But the other reason is I want to buy like a bunch of land and have my own pit rescue. And like maybe it would be, you know, come and rescue a pit bull kind of thing. But the way I was just looking at it was just, you got a dog you need to give up, I'll take it. And like bring it over here and it'll have a good life kind of thing. Like a bunch of land to run around on and, you know, do whatever they want to do. And, you know, they'll never get euthanized. They'll never, you know, whatever. They'll just live out their life, just having a good time. But the more I think about it, I guess that would be the better way to do it. Like, yeah, do that. But at the same time, there'd be so many dogs coming in that you would probably want to have dogs going out too. So, but as far as do we have any pet rescues, I'm pretty sure no. I know they have them around me, like within hours. But as far as like locally, not really. But I'd like to be that guy. I'd love to have like a whole pile of land and just be like, what? You can't have your dog because you're moving? Because I see it all the time when I'm looking for a puppy. I see it all the time, like 1-year-old pit bull, you know, 2-year-old pit bull, 4-year-old pit bull. Like they can't have it. Now they're moving to somewhere where they can't have a bully dog. And I don't know. I think that would just be great to be like, hey, you can't have it? Bring them by. Like we'll take the puppy and, you know, we'll feed them and give them a place to stay. And but that's just one of my dreams. But that's because I love these dogs so much. They're such awesome companions. Except for you. Yeah. Well, Hades, I'm not on Facebook. So that's my running joke. Everybody on my live streams is always talking about Facebook, and my running joke is, what's Facebook? Because I'm not on there. I know everybody is. My mom is, my dad is, my sister is. I think my nieces and nephews are even on there. Like everybody I know is on Facebook, but I refuse to go. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube. So there you go. Will's not on there. No, I just don't like Facebook. I really don't like it. Yep. And that's what I hear all the time, that people are on Facebook just for their families and stuff like that. I was on there just to advertise a website that I had and a business that I had. And so I had like pretty much a fake name. And then I dated a girl who like pretty much forced me to be on Facebook. So I changed my name and actually put my real name and everything. And then what happened? Well, no, then when we broke up, I was like, screw this. And that was the end of Facebook. And that was like January 2013. So I haven't been on there since. So yeah, I agree with you, Will. I don't like Facebook whatsoever. I don't like how they steal your information. I know all the media corporations or social media people steal your information and stuff like that, but certain one like YouTube, go ahead. Like you also pay me. Facebook doesn't pay me. You know, I'm on Instagram. I don't really use it, but they'll pay me. On Twitter, I don't really use that either, but I use that for news. So I don't know. It's a good trade off. But as far as Facebook goes, I do not like Facebook. I tried starting up a Facebook with my name is Revto and my last name being TV. and they told me it was a fake name, and they wouldn't let me start an account. So that was the last time I tried, and I was like, screw you then, because I wanted to keep everything the same name on all my platforms. But yeah. Oh yeah, that's right, Will. Well, not only that, but same with Twitter. You want drama? Oh my God, Twitter's got it too. But I limit my Twitter to like news organizations and stuff, so that's where I get my news. So I don't really see the people bitching and whining about each other. I pretty much just see news or people's opinion about news or, stuff like that. And then I've got just my friends. So what's up, Beth? How you doing? Yeah. Yeah, it is data server platform for your stuff. Well, put it this way. Every single thing costs money, no matter what it is. And if you're not paying for it, you're the product. So you could, same thing with Twitter, same thing with Facebook. If you're not paying for it, which you don't, then you are the product and they're making money off of you. So everybody's live tonight. Who else live tonight? Oh yeah. Damn, there's a bunch of people live. That's funny. I can see Bounty is still live, but yet Bounty's on a different live stream. That's pretty funny. Or wait. No, he's not. That's weird. Yep. All right. Well, everybody else is live. Heck, go check out all the other people that are live. Because I was live, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. I think I've already done 3.5 or something like that hours. That is good enough for me. I don't feel the need to go any further than that. This isn't one of my gaming streams. So, gaming streams I've been known to do anywhere from, I think the least I've ever done was 3.5 hours, and the most I've ever done was 12.5 hours straight. But yeah, well, if everybody else is live, then cool. We can go join their live streams and stuff like that. But that's it. I just did like 3.5, close to 3.5 hours. At least I'm not random. What do you mean by that? What is that supposed to mean, Beth? I am, well, for the people on the West Coast, happy Potato Day. It's still Potato Day out there. Yesterday was, I don't know if it was national or international or what, but it was Potato Day. And it was also Hot and Spicy Day. So. Oh, well, thanks, Beth. I beg to differ, though. I am crazy. I might be laid back and cool, but cool, calm, and collective. But yeah, no, it doesn't mean I'm not crazy. But I'm here. I just do live streams, man. That's just what I do. So it would have been crazy if I would have let Drewski in earlier. He kept begging to come into my live stream. But I wasn't about to just be like, yeah, sure. Like maybe if I had a couple other people to deflect them, but not by myself. So Anyway, um, thank y'all for watching and checking it out. If you feel like doing one of those thumbs down below, I don't care which one you decide to do. I'd appreciate either one. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. If you want to hit the bell, I go live all the time. So that'll give you a notification that I'm going live. I only ask that of people that go live. I only click the bell of people that go live. Kind of like, well, Beth Hale, Eric Hale. That's one of the only people of my friends that actually have the bell clicked. That way I get notifications when they go live, and I try to join in whenever they do. But yeah, that's the only reason I ever asked to click the bell type dealy. Nice. Will's gonna post some taco pics. Nice. Well, I'll have to hop onto Instagram. I was actually on Instagram earlier today and checking it out. So I guess I'll have to go over there and check it out. So, but I'll check that stuff out. But yeah, do what you want to do all that fun, happy social media stuff. I was live. It was awesome. You guys were here, so you know. So I'll catch y'all in the next live stream. And if you're watching this in the aftermath, do all that fun, happy social media stuff down below. And I'll catch you later. See you.